Welcome to another fantastic Friday. Just happy. Happy it's Friday. Wednesday felt like a Friday. This Friday feels like somewhere lost in the ether.
What did Thursday feel like?
The end of the world.
Okay. Like that Palmetto State Armory commercial. It's the end of the world, man. 2021. Here we go.
Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch while you're there. Of course, like, follow, and subscribe. Lots to get to today, man. Of course, got beer for breakfast coming up after 9. Cameron Cross from the Savannah Taphouse. If you don't know Cam, he is awesome. He's a character. He's got lots of personality. Mm-hmm. Dude loves craft beer.
Oh, absolutely.
So I can't wait to have him in studio so we can discuss some of that. You put together a game for me today.
Yeah, you always like to test me, and I've been tested every single day this week with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? I hope that changes. But you know what? I'm throwing the test at you, baby. I've created a game entitled Bird or a Finnish Metal Band. Yes, I probably eat too many edibles.
I'm up for the challenge. Bring it on. Also got Fire Away Friday during the 8 o'clock hour. 3 songs today. All 3 songs have won the Grammy for Best Metal Performance.
Okay.
Your choices are Metallica, Stone Cold Crazy, cover the Queen song.
Oh, yeah, love that.
Love that. 1991 is when it won the Grammy. Tool and Schism from 2002, and Ghost Cerise from 2016.
I love all. Can we just play all 3 of those songs in a row?
We might have to.
Yeah.
Metallica is winning, FYI.
Oh, come on. Well, I mean,
it's a good song, though, man.
They're all equal in my eyes. They're like my children. I love them all equally.
You obviously don't have kids because, spoiler alert, you don't love them all equally.
Oh. Sorry about the news, Ella.
Just kidding. I am going to get so much crap for that.
They'd have to watch the show for you to actually be in trouble, Cotter.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Also got About Last Night coming up. We got to talk to Sean Watson.
Ooh.
A dude was arrested 3 times in one day, and surprisingly, didn't happen in Florida.
Wow.
And Joey Chestnut still breaking records.
He's still the GOAT, baby.
He is the all-time best. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Welcome to it. Latest from the Foo Fighters. This is Waiting on a War. Rock 106.1.
All right, good morning, people. Jesus Christ, it's early. What are you doing with yourselves? We appreciate you hanging around with us on the stream today. Don't mind me as I adjust my incredibly bright light.
Find that happy middle ground.
I don't even know anymore, man. I'm not a light guy. That's, when we started this stream thing, I was like, hey, you'll just buy the ring light. It'll be fine.
Right.
I don't think it's fine. Let's just go with that. I'll be happy with that. The sun will eventually come out. We have huge windows in the studio here. The sun will burn my skin like it does every day.
Ah, man. Friday. This is a long week. Once again, not in a bad way. Just slow.
Well, it was St. Patty's Day, like, right in the middle. It,
drove
a knife into what a fun week should be.
Yeah,
we had to,
true.
come back to work, and it sucks.
Yeah, man, that Thursday was rough. I did not want to come back to work on Thursday.
No, without a doubt. All right, so like Cotter was saying, we have a bunch of stuff on the show to get to today. We're playing a new game called Bird or a Finnish Metal Band.
I am impressed that there are that many Finnish metal bands and birds that are close enough that you were able to construct this game.
I think you are looking into this way too deep. There's no way I would have spent that much time. Here's the thing. I found a name of a bird. And I'm like, I would possibly say that's a Finnish metal band. And then I did the same thing the other way, and I was just like, I just compiled a list of 10 things, and it'll be up to you to decipher it.
So I should not be heaping praise on you because no effort actually went into this.
No, there was effort. I thought of it. I copy and pasted a bunch of names.
Yeah.
And then I put it on a Word doc. So, I mean,
fair enough.
There was effort exuded.
I'll take it. We'll take it.
So we have that going on today. We also have, obviously, trivia in the 8 o'clock hour, as we always do. We're going to hook you guys up with more live stream passes to your choice of either Pantera or Korn. And then, we have Cameron Cross from the Savannah Taphouse coming in for beer for breakfast.
So he's bringing the beer. Do you know what he's bringing, or is it a surprise?
No, he told me you guys will hate it. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's just rude.
He thinks it's going to be funny. So we'll
It's
see.
a banana-flavored beer. He is banned from the studio.
No, you don't mean that.
He gets a Jake Thompson.
You don't mean that. You don't mean
We
that.
Jake Thompson Cam.
I'm obviously still battling allergies because F these trees out here, man. Jesus. Oh, and there's only 6 hours left till March Madness. I honestly probably will go home and watch March
Yeah, that's
Madness.
actually true.
Fall asleep on my couch and just wait till my wife wakes me up this afternoon.
I think that's fair, man. I think that is a solid plan.
Yeah, that's the day, man.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna head home after this. Got to pick up my kid from school. Head home, take my dog to doggy daycare, sleep on the couch until my wife gets home, and then I'm gonna try to watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier tonight if I can remain awake long enough to enjoy it.
I'm gonna watch Justice League on Sunday.
Okay.
Because I'm working for our sister station, Bob, on Saturday, and then I'm going to Rumors on Saturday
cool.
night. So.
Cool. All right, we got about 20. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Listen to the show. You can download the app in-home smart speaker, and, of course, you can stream it at rock1061.com. It's time for About Last Night. Story number one involves Deshaun Watson. The NFL is investigating sexual misconduct claims against the Houston Texans quarterback. So three women, have filed lawsuits against Watson alleging sexual assault. But there are a total of nine who have come forward now, all being represented by the Busby law firm. And they said they would file the other suits as time permits and as they get more information.
Well, this isn't just like one person.
No,
man. I mean,
nine.
Up to 9 different cases against Deshaun Watson. Obviously, he's been having a lot of issues with the Houston Texans, trying to leave town and force a trade. And now this comes out. This makes him untradeable. He is not going anywhere anytime soon. Now, some of these may be fraudulent. Some of them may actually hold merit. I mean, this is not a great look for Deshaun Watson, who was called the Michael Jordan of football when he left Clemson after winning, a national championship. And then this is not good for this guy.
No, one of the suits filed in December of last year by a woman just going by Jane Doe. They all involve masseuse and massage. There was a massage set up at a Houston office building, and when they got there, the lady said it got weird right away, and that Deshaun wanted her to focus on his inner thighs and glutes, forced her to perform a sex act. She said she passed out because of everything, and then he just got up and left like nothing happened. And she's one of the ones she was like the third one to file a suit.
And now there's 9 women coming up against Deshaun Watson about this. This, like I said, not the greatest thing to happen to not only him, but the NFL and the Houston Texans. And of course, these poor women. This is terrible, terrible news for Deshaun Watson and the NFL. Obviously, this isn't the first time this has kind of happened. I know Ezekiel Elliott had a situation as well just a few years ago. I think, he
got suspended for 6 games.
He got suspended for 6 games. Whatever happened to the allegations? They just go away?
Because no charges have officially been filed, and of course Watson is denying all of it, saying it didn't happen.
Right.
But the NFL doesn't need a conviction, or charges for them to look into it, and that's what happened with Ezekiel. He was suspended for six games in 2007. Now, claims like this, you got to take them serious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy the NFL is looking into it, and if they find this to be true,
any instance of it,
he's got to be gone.
Yeah, you got to.
You can't welcome this guy back after 6 games.
And you got to bounce him from the league real quick, because this is terrible stuff.
All right, so we'll keep you posted when we have more information on this. I'm not sure how long this type of investigation will take with the NFL, but they're definitely looking into it. It is definitely very serious. All right, more About Last Night coming up. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Ugh.
Died a little bit.
Piece of granola bar.
Ah. All right. Don't mind me. I'm going to our show page so I could share our stream to our different Facebook pages that we have. You think I'd be good at this at that point? At this point, be able to share it, at the beginning of the show as opposed to 20 minutes in. But I'm dumb. We should have a checklist in here,
right? Here's what we got to do.
Don't mind me, guys.
Oh, man. WWE's got a pay-per-view that means nothing this weekend.
Which one is that? What's happening?
Which one is it? Fastlane. It's weird because it's like they set up matches for WrestleMania, yet they have this pay-per-view in the middle, and the matches at this pay-per-view have really no impact. At least it doesn't look like it on the bigger picture of WrestleMania. So it's like it's just a wasted pay-per-view. It's very weird. Usually to be like, you win this match, you're wrestling the main event at WrestleMania. They're not even doing that, so I don't know what they're doing. They are effed. I haven't seen it yet, but have you seen anything? Have you seen any pictures about the Britt Baker Thunder Rosa match?
I watched the match.
Did you watch it?
Just yesterday, yeah.
I heard it was awesome.
Yeah, so my wife, I told her, I go, people are saying online that this is one of the best matches of the year. In the first 5 minutes, my wife goes, this sucks. And I'm like, really? I'm like, well, let's watch the rest.
They're building the story.
I go, let's watch the rest. Then tell me what you think. And then like before it even ends, she goes, this is awesome. And the match was great. My wife's not even a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And she's like, this is incredible. The spots they did. I mean, they did like throwing it, like doing like power bombs and ladders and tacks, throwing it. I mean, they're going wild. And like, you've never seen two ladies have such a brutal match. You see it from the guys all the time. That was a insane match to come from two ladies, and they killed it. They have a women's world champion. That girl literally needs to retire because she just got so owned by these two other ladies. They need to put the belt on one of them and let them fight forever.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't yet, but no, I mean, you don't see, like you said, you don't see too many straight-up women hardcore matches. I've never seen a woman bleed in a match before. I mean, never have seen that. So it was, like I said, I haven't watched the match. I've seen a few highlights. I've seen some pictures. But I'm just like, from what I've heard, Dave Meltzer was one of the review guys in wrestling, been around forever. Mm-hmm. He calls it the greatest women's match in North American wrestling history.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah.
All right. The show is officially shared across the platforms, the Rock 1061 page, the old work release program page, which Facebook won't let me merge into our new page. No big deal. Maybe I can get a hold of them eventually. So we're good to go. All right, story number 2 today. What are we talking about? We're talking about
this jackass that got arrested 3 times in one day. Now, is this guy the major question I had after this? How do you, when you arrest somebody, do you not put them in jail? And do you just go, all right, see you later? 3 times? I mean, maybe you should throw him in the back of the squad car, take him to jail.
Well, he was just a drug guy, man. It's not like he was out there hurting anyone. It wasn't like violent.
But 3?
You think after the second one. But, it's New York. There's a lot of people. Probably didn't have enough time to mess with him.
I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Very weird.
Sorry, I'm lining up the questions for Answer the Internet today, and they are outstanding. Outstanding.
Nice.
All right. Mondays and Fridays seem to be the chillest days in the chat. We got some people watching us. No big deal. Feel free to say good morning to me. I did to you, you savages. All right, once again, we're going to talk about, a dude who loves crack and heroin. No big deal. Kind of a drug guy. We're not shaming him.
It's all good.
The police are, but we're not. And then we got one more story today. We'll talk about Joey Chestnuts in the 6 o'clock hour. 7 o'clock hour, we're playing a new game called Finnish or Metal. Excuse me. We're playing Bird or Finnish Metal Band. I'll wake up eventually. And obviously, we'll play trivia and then have beer for breakfast to wrap up the show today. Looking forward to it.
Our call-in topic today, what's the biggest FU you have ever gotten from an employer or boss? The story I'm going to tell happened right before I took this job and moved to Savannah.
Okay.
And it was one of the most disrespectful things I've ever had happen to me in a place of business.
Huh.
I hated it.
You work with me. You know that, right? And
No,
I'm disrespectful to you all the time.
No, this was worse.
Oh.
No, this was worse.
I love being disrespectful to you.
This was, I don't know. This one was worse. It was bad.
I like to see how far I could take it with you. I can usually just tell by the disgust on your face.
I've noticed that as I've gotten older, I've been able to, I haven't been able to hide that look of disgust as much as I could when I was younger. Maybe it's the lines, the wrinkles, I don't know. But I used to be able to be like, yeah, that's cool. Now I'm just like, what are you thinking?
Right. And,
maybe I just don't care. Well, I mean, maybe I just don't care that people see it as much. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I think you give less and less a F all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love it when I see other people get you. Like our coworker Stacy Scott. Oh, just the utter like disgust on your face sometimes when she just like does stuff. Okay. All right. Once again, we're slow off this morning. Don't worry about us. We're going to warm up here in just a moment. Got 2 minutes before we hit up the break. You know what? It's a little early, but let's ask some questions. Let's debate the internet. Let's go easy. This is nice and easy, Cotter. I want you to answer this. And, of course, anyone watching right now, feel free to drop in your comments to this question. What would your answer be? What is a little thing someone can do that automatically makes them a crazy person?
Oh, that's good.
Once again, what is the little thing someone can do that automatically makes them a crazy person?
That's tough.
Obvious, like just them muttering to themselves. Like,
yeah, I do
like
that.
a muttering under their breath.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good one. I don't have an instant answer for that one. You? Besides the muttering, or
just the constant muttering, or just you can usually tell like a crazy person like just sometimes by like their stride of walk. And I know that sounds weird, but if they got like a very odd stride of walk, I'm immediately like, staying away from that guy. Don't need that in my life.
That's funny.
Sometimes they got a little hitch, because they've done some really weird stuff in their life. They're like, no, man. Anyone in the grocery store that buys more groceries than like real food, like those, like the health freaks who are like, buying like 70 pounds of kale, but they have like one bag of Oreos in there, and I'm like, you've got issues. You're a crazy person.
No, they just have to have the emergency Oreos just in case.
Little things someone could do to automatically makes them a crazy person. My sister Tanya yelled at me for eating edibles in her house.
That's still weird.
Yeah, she's a crazy person.
I mean,
she called me 2 years after the fact. It happened 2 years later. She called me and yelled at me.
I mean, I get it if, like, you're taking a big old bong rip and her house now just reeks of, like, weed. I get that.
I was eating edibles, and I had them in plastic containers in my zipped luggage. And she yelled at me because her cats could have got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's still weird. Well, cats. Crazy. All right, 30 seconds. Good Friday morning. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, yesterday we were supposed to have, or there was the threat of severe weather.
Right.
I was sitting at the draft room having beers when the tornado warning or watch went off.
Yeah, it was around 3 o'clock, right?
And then it started torrentially downpouring.
Uh-huh.
And then it lasted for, a half an hour?
Something like that.
And then it was like, there's the sun again. I don't know. I mean, it seems like here in the immediate Savannah area, I think we got off pretty scotch-free when it comes to anything major. I haven't heard of anything.
Yeah, I mean, people freaked out yesterday about this, for good cause, because we were supposed to have a chance like that. But, yeah, we got absolutely nothing outside of some tough rain, some high winds for just a little bit. My wife got a half day yesterday. She was home by 1 o'clock. Every kid, essentially in the listening area, pretty much went virtual school yesterday. Yesterday we were supposed to see, World War III of weather, and we got, I don't know, me drunkenly tripping out the door weather. That level of violence. I mean, that we just got nothing.
Yeah, we got the warning for the tornado thing. I looked at my phone and went, oh, and then I just grabbed my beer and kept drinking. So that's what I did.
Well, I did the proper thing. I walked outside and gave it a good look around, and I was like, I'm good, and I went right back in.
That's good. All right, story number 2 about last night. Robert Raddick of New York. Surprisingly, you would think this story would be based out of Florida. It's not. Kind of disappointed. Anyway, 29-year-old guy in Newburgh, New York, around 7:55 last Sunday morning. He was driving with a suspended license. He got pulled over. He also had a bag of crack.
Yeah, who doesn't have a bag of crack with them at 7:55 a.m. in the morning?
I mean, you got to get going somehow. He was arrested, and he got a court summons. So I'm guessing that means just let him go. He appear in the court on this day. Until then, don't do anything stupid.
For a bag full of crack, usually you think you would be you don't think that would be an in and out process. You'd just be in there for, jail for a while. Maybe over the weekend.
That's my thought. You arrest him, you take him to jail. Anyway, he got the court summons. So then later on that day, 2:30 in the afternoon, the same cop pulled over a different car. However, Robert was driving that as well. And he had another bag of crack. On top of that, he had some heroin.
He's the crack king of New York, man. He should honestly start a TV show. That'd be amazing.
So he was arrested again, given another court summons.
I mean, is he selling it? He had to have been selling
it.
He had
it. He's a dealer, right? He's got to be a dealer.
Yeah, where do you get crack so easily?
He had 2 bags of crack between 8 o'clock and 2:30 in the afternoon. He's got to be dealing. So they let him go with court summons the first time. You're thinking maybe the same cop arrests the same guy again for the same thing. Maybe take him to jail this time?
Yeah, take him to jail. Maybe let him sit there for a while. Think about all the crack he doesn't have.
Well, he was given the court summons and let go. And then just 3 hours later, he was pulled over again, this time by a different cop who figured out he was driving under the influence. He was arrested again and got another court summons.
So in 3 hours, he got arrested, went to jail, got out of jail, got another car, got real high, and then got pulled over for a DUI. Is he the worst or best? I can't tell, honestly.
I'm going to vote worst. I don't know. I still can't believe
he's the best at getting arrested within 12 hours.
That's Guinness record right here. Can we verify this? I want the plaque hanging in his cell.
I'm gonna look in his cell
when he eventually goes to jail.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna see. There's got to be a Guinness World Record on the most times arrested within 24 hours.
I think this guy's up for the running.
It's got to be.
All right, Joey Chestnut. That man holds Guinness records.
Right.
He's just breaking them left and right.
But real ones.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, we got a story about Joey Chestnut coming up. It's Bad Flower and 30. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Sorry for being stuffy, guys. I'm going to blow my nose so I don't sound like an utter... I don't know. There's a good word for it.
All right, got this story about Joey Chestnut. Dude's 37. I thought he was older than that. You know what? He is a beast when it comes to eating. I don't get the sport of competitive eating. I don't see how people can do that. It blows my mind. This man is not super huge. I mean, I get it. He does keep himself in shape so he can do this sort of thing. But it's just amazing that this is how he makes his living. Hats off to that guy, man. Just what do you do for a living? I eat food, lots of it, quickly. Good on you. We got that story coming up after Bad Flower. Then we'll also talk Cotter and Marshall Madness, man. Today is it. If you have not entered for your chance to win the Xbox Series X, you got to do it today. You got to get your brackets put together because this is your last chance to sign up and be in the running for the Xbox Series X. I filled out my bracket the other day quickly just so I didn't leave it blank. I've yet to go through and make any changes. I plan on it. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, call-in topic for today. What's the worst FU you have ever gotten from a boss or employer? I will tell my story, what happened to me before, literally like weeks before I moved here and took this job. It was kind of the last straw in a way, but we'll have that story coming up. Marshall's got the Xbox Series X back in the studio.
Woof. Dude, this pollen can go suck a whatever. I hate it.
Dylan Odom. I have not seen the Snyder Cut yet. The plan is this weekend. I think Marshall's planning on watching it this weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the Snyder Cut on Sunday, man. I can't wait to watch that.
Have you seen it, Dylan? What did you think? No spoilers?
It's gotten, it's killing it on Rotten Tomatoes. It's got such a high score. The fans are loving it. Here's the Xbox Series X, everyone, and let me back out. Boom. Giving that baby away, you only have 6 hours to enter for your chance to win.
So I still have to go in and edit my picks. I probably won't. It'll just be as is, and that's fine.
So I got I was out last night hosting bingo, and I got the big fist bump from people for running the gamut yesterday in trivia. 2 people stopped me and they're like, "Dude, we heard you run the gamut 7 for 7 yesterday." They were fairly impressed, and I was impressed with myself.
That's awesome. All right, guys, 30 seconds. Be right back. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Each and every morning, we live stream the show. You can hang out with us during breaks. We'll chat back and forth. We'll play some games. We'll have some fun. So be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Also, hit us up on Facebook today, either the Rock 1061 page or the Cotter and Marshall page. Today is Fire Away Friday. 3 songs for you to pick from today. We'll play one around 8:25. We got 3 songs that have won the Grammy for Best Metal Performance. Metallica's cover of Queen's Stone Cold Crazy from 91, Tool and Schism from 02, and Ghost Cerise from 2016. Metallica, they're winning. You got plenty of time to vote.
So go make your vote known so we can play that song. I think we're doing it, this 8 o'clock hour?
About 8:25, 8:30, that's when we get to that. All right, one more story to go. In About Last Night, Joey Chestnut, at 37 years old, still a beast when it comes to eating.
He's the greatest of all time. He surpassed Kobayashi. I was a big Kobayashi fan.
Yeah.
I was very sad to see Kobayashi just kind of walk away from the scene. But Joey Chestnut is the man. Now, fan-controlled football league. I think you can only watch it online.
Yeah, it's Twitch. It's on Twitch.
It's on Twitch. But fan-controlled football league is ridiculous. It's exactly what you think it is. You can literally vote on what the next play of the game is. Johnny Manziel, Josh Gordon are in it.
Awesome.
We have major football players like Marshawn Lynch and Dalvin Cook. They're the owners of the fan-controlled football league. Well, Joey Chestnut was taking part in a fan-controlled football league eating contest in Atlanta leading up to their Super Bowl, their championship game. And it was him versus 2-man teams that were all football players that played for the different teams. And he crushed them.
They had 90 seconds to eat as many boneless wings as possible. Chestnut devouring 33 wings in 90 seconds.
He's good. He's so great. It's hard to debate this. Now, second place, a two-man team. He was by himself. A two-man team, 831. Two less wings. I mean, two chestnuts would have got 60. I'm not great at math, but 66, man. I mean, insane stuff.
I'm still, it blows my mind that when you see most competitive eaters, not all of them, but most, you would think they'd be a little on the girthier side. They're not. I mean, Joey Chestnut, as weird as this sounds, takes this super serious.
I mean, does he binge and then purge, or
I don't think so. I mean, he does say, it's like prior to an event, he'll like stretch out his stomach with a bunch of water.
Right.
But he works out a whole bunch just so he doesn't gain all this weight. I mean, I mean, how many boneless wings could you eat in 90 seconds?
4.
No.
Without choking to death, probably.
You think only 4?
Yeah, I can't eat. I can't. Not 33.
Well, no. I'm not expecting
I don't
to eat
know.
33.
10. Let's say
I mean,
10.
I think I could devour a few. I mean, you and I aren't getting through 31 as a team, though.
No way.
I mean, you kidding me?
You know who I would tag in? Jake Thompson.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
True story. You go over to B-Dubs with Jake.
Yeah.
They know what he wants before he sits down.
Yeah.
He's on it's like his cheers.
Yeah.
Jake!
Oh,
He
yeah.
walks into B-Dubs.
He's one of the most well-known B-Dub customers of all time here in Savannah. Now, Joey Chestnut said, he goes, I knew I was going slow. Slow? Playoffs? What are you doing? He ate 33 wings in 90 seconds. That is insane.
If he was admitting to going slow, that's just a sign of disrespect to the players. He didn't take them serious as competitors, and he's like, I'm just going to do what I need to do to win. It's when he only won by 2.
Now, I don't have a ton going on this weekend, but this is something I definitely want to check out. The Fan Control Football League Championship is going down Saturday night, 8 p.m. Once again, you can watch it on Twitch. The two teams playing for the championship, I love them. It's the Glacier Boys with a Z versus the Wild Aces. I mean, that is a game that I want to check out.
All right, that is About Last Night. Coming up, we're going to talk Cotter and Marshall madness. You're down to your final hours to get entered. We got details coming up. Cotter and Marshall show, Rock 106.1.
Dude, I really want to watch that.
I do too. I meant after we talked about it for the first time, I wanted to check out a game because it does sound like it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I will be, you know what, I'll probably be able to catch the tail end of it depending on how long games are, because I'm going to the Fleetwood Mac cover band Rumors show.
Okay, yeah. Dylan, sorry we didn't get to respond to your last one. Seriously, it's the movie we deserve. That is awesome.
I've heard only good things, but it's a 4-hour cut. It's a 4-hour cut, and then also it's not widescreen. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, Zack Snyder actually shot it, a lot of it in IMAX. And, IMAX is that big boxy stuff, so they could have, like, a lot. He wanted to actually show it only in IMAX theaters across the country because he just loved the format itself. So if you notice, like, the trailers and stuff that you watch on your phone, it's all boxy. It's not like the widescreen, like, fully using your video screen. The whole film is like that, but
interesting.
I've heard everyone absolutely, goo goo gaga over this film. Cyborg is actually a real character in this film, as opposed to just some dude who shouted "booyah," in the last film. I mean, there's a lot of great things about it. I've heard, haven't watched it yet, but I plan on spending 4 hours of my Sunday with it for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, man. Like we talked about it the other day. I'm, growing up, I was more of a DC guy, so I'm more familiar with these characters as, compared to some of the Marvel ones. So I was super excited when they were doing this. I was super excited when Ben Affleck took over as Batman. I'm like, I think he'll be great at this. But I think he still could have been. But I'm excited to see, hopefully, these characters given a respectful platform.
Yeah, it's should be good. Should be good. I can't wait to just sit down and watch it myself. This coming weekend. But I got like a wild weekend, man. I just realized that I have a remote tomorrow with Bob 106.9.
Yeah.
Chatham Parkway Toyota. Big deal. Starting at 10 a.m. And then going to see Rumors Saturday night, and then I'll be essentially watching all comic book stuff Sunday.
Oh, Dylan, again, 4 hours, but I can confirm that at least 95% was new footage. Jesus.
Yeah.
So is it really the Snyder cut, or just this is the Snyder film? Because, it's no longer a cut at that point in time.
Yeah, I don't know how far in the filming that Zach decided to quit the film because his daughter committed suicide, and then after that, it broke him. He just left.
Yeah.
So I think he was a good way of shooting through it, and then at that point, they let Josh Whedon come in and just absolutely gut the film.
Yeah, that was all right, I'm going to do my daily start my coffee and let it sit there for 20 minutes routine.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the weekend just to actually have some time. The greatest thing about doing the morning show now is we get a lot of time after the show. Like, we'll work a regular day, but our day starts at 5 a.m., so we're off by like 2 o'clock-ish. So we actually get a couple hours in the day to do some, real person stuff. I can't wait till we can actually go start seeing movies in theaters again, because I'm going to totally cheat the system. I'm going to go start seeing movies at like 12 o'clock. Maybe that's just the old man way of going about it, because I don't know. That's just the way I want to do it. Sounds amazing. Avoid the crowds. Movies that come out on Friday, everyone's going to see the 7 o'clock show. I'm going to see the 1 o'clock show. That's right. Old man Marshall is here to stay, baby. I love it. My brother-in-law, I think, is watching. No, you can't have the Xbox, but I will show it off again. So we're giving away an Xbox Series X bundle. This thing is going to be with our Cotter and Marshall Madness promotion. You got 6 more hours to enter. Go to rock1061.com. Dylan, I legit thought you said you were going to see Fleetwood Mac. I was like, where? Well, kind of. I mean, it is like the top Fleetwood Mac band. It's I think it's just called Rumors ATL, a Fleetwood Mac tribute. That's at Victory North, and they're doing 2 shows. I mean, they did so well. Hashtag Old Man Marshall, right? The show sold out, and they did so well, and bands are trying to make up for all the time they missed over the last year. Rumors is doing 2 shows, so they got a 7 o'clock and they got like a 9:45. So I'm excited to go check out these shows. All right, we got one more break that's going to wrap up the 6 o'clock hour. This break is about something. I don't know what.
Cotter and Marshall Madness.
Perfect. 6 hours left, baby. 6 hours left to enter. I was just... Oh, Mackenzie, you don't have to be jealous. Actually, I don't think I've ever called you Mackenzie before. Also, why are you up at 6:45? Also, I forgot to tell you that I got you tickets to the show. I guess I should have told her that. If it means anything, I think I only confirmed it yesterday. Anyway, Mac, I got you 2 tickets to the show. I know, best coworker ever. No big deal. You should start being nice to me.
She does get up and appear on our show once a week. That's pretty good.
I mean, it's okay. All right. This is, once again, we are retiring the green Cotter and Marshall. Man. Last day. We decided, St. Patty's Day ran right in the middle. We decided to run it the whole week.
Yeah.
After that, we're back to the red. We're back to this. But not right now. So my wife has become a crazy plant person.
Yeah.
So she had me build a plant wall, which I think I showed off a picture on the live stream the other day.
Looks good.
So she wanted some larger plant hangers to go on the wall, so I bought them for her from Amazon. So before I left last night to go host bingo over the draft room, she was out my backyard spray painting them gold because they were like pink and yellow, and she hates those colors. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I hate these colors. They have to be a part of my feng shui of my wall. And then she's like, where's your drill at? I'm going to drill some holes in the bottom so the water could drain out. I'm like, you're becoming a crazy plant person. So that's what I have to look forward to this summer.
All kinds of plants.
She'll have some breakdowns when the plants die. She had a reputation there for 7-8 years of essentially murdering every plant I ever gave her. So
turning it around.
She is turning it around. She's getting better. She's mothering these plants to much better heights of not death.
I got under 2 minutes now. New Pretty Reckless, and So Went is playing. I like the song. Good stuff.
Tom Morello is a guest spot on this.
He
obviously just does the guitar part.
He's one of the small children singing.
he's actually 4 of them. Figure that out. go. Once again, thanks for everyone watching the stream today. We're going to do a call-in topic here in about 20 minutes. Take your phone calls, read your comments from the stream. The call-in topic is, what's the worst FU you've ever gotten from a boss or an employer?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
I'll share mine. Like I said, it was right before I took it. Happened. When it happened, I knew I had already accepted this job. I just couldn't say anything yet.
Right.
So
Yeah, mine's a pretty typical one, but I have one from my days in Las Vegas where my employer just didn't believe me. That's fine.
Okay.
Didn't believe me. I don't believe in you.
I got one. I got one minor one. I was in high school at the time, so at that time I thought this is the biggest FU I've ever had. Looking back, I'm like, okay, fine. I was just a high school kid. What did I know?
What did you know that it actually gets worse?
All right, guys, 30 seconds. Big thanks to everybody hanging out on the stream this morning. You can join them, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Dylan is there, and Dylan confirmed that the Snyder Cut is the movie we all deserve.
Well, he actually quotes saying, it's legit.
I can't wait, man. He's got me excited. I was excited anyway. I'm super excited now. This weekend, 4 hours, committed.
Are you going to watch all 4 hours in a row? Are you going to do a 2-and-2 process?
I'm probably going to have to break it up to a 2-and-2 sort of situation because my wife and my daughter probably want to watch it, so I have to kind of figure out a time when we all watch it together. So it'll have to probably be split into 2 hours.
Is that the worst thing about having kids? Like when you find a show that you all enjoy, the process of actually having to find a time where you all can watch it together?
No, because we only have there's only a handful. Like WandaVision was one we watched, all together, and that was fine. It's once a week, not a big deal. So no, there's so many way worse things than that.
Okay, I would just be so annoyed at that. I'm like, how long do I have to wait to watch this for both of you to be here? All right, fine.
All right, so Cotter and Marshall Madness, this is your chance to score an Xbox Series X, and you're down to your final hours to get yourself entered.
Guys, we've been harping on this for weeks. An Xbox Series X bundle. I actually have it right here. Let me put it on the live stream. Boom. It is heavy. It is oddly heavy.
Yeah.
Or I'm just really a weak-ass little bitch. But it comes in a bundle. So you get a controller, a gift card, an Xbox Series X Game Pass, and then you get the latest edition of Madden, Next Level Edition.
So all you got to do is go online, rock1061.com, get yourself signed up. You can fill out 3 brackets.
Right.
The interface. You finally filled out your bracket. Super easy.
It's so easy. And it's like, it's really well done. I had no issues at all.
Yeah.
All I had to do was create a profile. I never like logging in with like my Facebook. Like gives you options like log in with your Facebook or log in with this. I'm like, I don't want you into my other stuff. So you're actually just able to log in with your regular email. And then like it is so well. It's beautiful in there. And it took me all of like 35, 40 seconds. Tells you how much I actually paid attention. And gave, a what about the bracket itself. But it was so easy, and now I'm ready to completely beat you for a Torture Tuesday.
Well, you admitted earlier that you put no thought into this, and you literally just copied pick for pick from another guy.
Oh, yeah, a guy named John Rothstein. He's a basketball analyst.
You shouldn't have given me the name, because now I can just go do the same thing. We'll tie.
Why would you want that?
I don't know. Because then at least we both have to do the Torture Tuesday.
Wouldn't you want to have a chance of beating me?
I figured in most of our Dumb Torture Tuesday bets, I never have a chance of winning anyway. So if I could take you down with me, I'm all for it.
You know what? Good luck trying to find his bracket because I had to search a lot to find it. Yeah, it oddly was not accessible. I think he has like a paywall for it.
Oh.
But I found someone who kind of like reposted his stuff. So you know what? Good luck.
Yeah, that's too
good
much
luck.
work.
That's a lot of work. I was going to say, old man Cotter will not like that.
I'm out. Never mind. I'm good. I filled mine out just quickly, so I had it done and didn't,
like
forget.
You do most things in your life very quickly.
leave it blank, and with the intention of going back and improving upon it.
Right.
I'm probably never going to touch it again.
No,
it's probably
you're not
just
going to.
Is what it is at this point in time. So you're down to your last few hours. If you want a shot at that Xbox Series X, and you know you do, Get signed up right now at rock1061.com. It is Cotter and Marshall Madness. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right. Once again, guys, thanks for hanging out this morning. You know what? Let's go ahead and ask the internet a question. This one is super easy. And please, drop your comments in the chat. What TV show could you take a college course on and get an A?
Oh, that's a good question.
Morning, Wanda.
Hey, Wanda. At one point in time, I would have said Lost because I was so into that show. I mean, I followed along online. They had like little online games, stupid things you could do. I did all of that.
Right.
So at one point in time, I would say Lost. I don't think I could do it anymore. Probably more older shows. I mean, I watch a bunch of shows now, but I just don't commit the time to them like I could. We brought up Quantum Leap a little bit ago, or yesterday. Back when it was on, quiz me. Would have nailed it.
Right.
Rewatched it recently. I'm like, I forgot half this stuff happened. So I'll say Lost. Lost would be my one.
The one show I was going to say is what Dylan just dropped in the chat, Breaking Bad. I've rewatched Breaking Bad twice. I seem to find like myself kind of watching reruns of Breaking Bad whenever it just pops on. I would say Breaking Bad. So guys, thanks for joining us this morning on the live chat. Go ahead and drop in your answers for this. What TV show could you take a college course on and get an A? I would say Breaking Bad. I would say possibly, I don't know, like when I think I know a lot about The Office, I meet someone who's like crazy about it. I can't say The Office. Oh, Phil goes Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, shoot. Nice choice.
I would have to say, if I had to choose a second, possibly Scrubs.
Okay, yeah, no. After rewatching Scrubs and listening to their podcast, I feel I could do pretty good.
Scrubs and or what did I just? Another one.
That one, right there.
Jeff McBride says The Walking Dead. Yeah, man. Dude, are you still watching The Walking Dead past season 8?
And how has it been? Because I don't know. I'm curious. I'll eventually go back and watch it, but I am curious.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I was still watching it until pre-pandemic. So I was watching. I'm pretty much caught up, I think, for the most part.
Yeah.
Prior to where they kind of left off here, but I don't know, man.
So yeah, The Walking Dead. After I think I stopped watching in the middle of season 8, and then I found a guy on YouTube who just reviewed the episode. I think his actual name is The Review Guy, and he does like a 5-minute review of all of the episodes. And I think I just started watching that, but then I stopped watching those because I was so disinterested. Jeff goes, "Nah, I can't lie. We're a little behind. Used to watch it faithfully."
Yeah, right there with you, man. Every week. I mean, that was spoiler alert, Walking Dead, man. We did that on the show for years.
Yeah, we had a bit with The Walking Dead for quite some time. And then Game of Thrones, and both those shows turned out crappy. We should stop.
It's our fault.
Yeah,
it's our fault.
We should stop doing that bit.
Those are the only 2 shows we ever felt were impactful enough.
I mean, they were the largest shows at that time.
Probably could have done WandaVision. It was.
The thing is, like when we did that bit, now that I look back at it, I wish it's more of a long form bit. It's not something we can do in like 120 seconds, which is what we were doing on the afternoon show, like 2 minutes.
It would fit better here in the morning. We have more freedom and time.
Yeah. But still, at that point, I mean, there's podcasts that go like on for an hour.
Oh, I know. We're not going to do that. We're not going to dedicate that much because, once again, there's a lot of work involved in spending an hour talking about it.
Exactly.
I'd just rather give my thoughts.
Yeah. I have some things to get off my chest. And could you imagine if we took calls, the WandaVision, the Halloween episode where Wanda was dressed up in the old school outfit where she looked like 10 out of 10 smoking hot? Just a bunch of hornballs calling in. It would have been weird.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for joining the live stream. Oh, Dylan goes, also Batman, the animated series. Is that the original one? The one that played? I think I watched all that as a kid. Oh, look at that. Oh, they do. One day is with the competition.
Right, but no, do we have anything on it, though?
I haven't heard anything from Eric yet.
I mean, because it's, I guess, April.
Yeah, we're fine. Sorry, talking about extreme monster trucks coming back to the Savannah area. Looks like it's going to happen at the end of April. We always give away tickets and everything. We'll probably have those again.
The OSP. Best night at the OSP when we took the old Y1079 van.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was like one of my first year here. We took that old radio station vehicle, and they used it to be a part of the demolition derby. And
Yes.
there's guys with like paintballs,
Yeah.
guns in there. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, the '90s one. Yeah, oh, dude, I think that was my favorite growing up. That Batman series. I watched like Batman and like Power Rangers and all that stuff. I think Batman may have been my favorite cartoon growing up. Ninja Turtles, the original Ninja Turtles. I that was my jam too.
Okay. My wife texted me. You don't have to wait for me.
Uh-oh, Cotter's in trouble.
No.
I got Cotter in trouble.
No, I got a kissy face emoji. I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
No,
That's what she puts when she's going to slice your throat. Kissy face.
My wife is not the biggest of comic book movie fans. So, like, when the Marvel stuff came out, I took the kids to, all the movies in the theater. She's
Sure.
like, I'll wait. It's fine. She also said, my daughter is filling out a bracket for the Crowder and Marshall Madness.
Oh, nice.
No, she can't win.
No,
obviously.
she can't win.
Or can she?
I don't know.
She's picking based on mascots.
Perfect.
To see if she can beat us.
Well, that's how. Well, probably. Then.
If she beats us, she should come into the studio and she can laugh at us as we do a Torture Tuesday. Or I do a Torture Tuesday, depending on who wins.
Yeah. Yeah. If she does, if your daughter does better than you,
Do I have to double up on a Torture Tuesday?
no, I think she just gets to come in and shoot you with a blow dart. Speaking of, I do own a blow dart gun, and I have gotten many requests from people that I know that information. When are you going to shoot Cotter with a blow dart? And I said,
Nobody is asking that.
yeah.
You're never going to shoot me with a blow dart.
Why not?
Stick it into me.
Well, why not? What's wrong with you? You won't get shocked. You
Mhm.
won't get hit with a blow. Can I not shoot you now with a gun? What is next, Cotter? What's the next thing you won't do? Are you even committed to doing anything on this show?
We have a show?
God damn it. I think hitting you with a blow dart would be hilarious. Do you remember Ace Ventura 2?
Yes.
Okay. In that movie, he's in Africa trying to find an albino bat, which the premise is hilarious, first and foremost. But he's doing a ceremonial dance, and he gets shot with a blow dart in his right leg. And he goes, ah! And then he gets shot in his left leg. Ah! And that's still one of the funniest. I still laugh at that every single. I think about it, and I'm laughing. It just makes me laugh so hard. I'm just saying. Dylan Odom, I'm asking that torture. I'm asking that torture. Oh, you're volunteering. I think is that a phone call there?
No, it's just
the phone just decided to pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only if we had a red flashing light when we knew phone calls were coming in. Too much. No, but honestly, let's ask you guys on the chat. Is me shooting Cotter with a singular blow dart, is that too far? Or would you like to see that?
Well, of course they're going to say yes.
Once, not me, blow dart Cotter. Okay, great. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, one vote to have me shoot a blow dart at you.
If anybody votes no, I'd be shocked. Because I would vote yes.
Yeah.
I totally want to see that.
I want to shoot you with a blow dart gun.
No.
It doesn't even hurt, I've been told. Do you believe that?
No, not at all.
I'm sure.
Wait. Can we combine my vaccination
Oh, that would be
with
sick.
the blow gun? Because
Okay.
then I'm like, all right, maybe. We have something there.
That would be funny. What if I just told you it was? Hey, I dipped some of the vaccine juice on this blow dart. You'll be put some of that nice, that ooey gooey, COVID juice on here.
And guess what? Forgot about my coffee. There we go. It's been about 15, 20 minutes.
Perfect.
After this break, I will go get my coffee.
All right, guys. If you could, in the chat, we are asking a question here. What's the worst FU you've ever gotten from a boss or an employer? Mine was really subtle. It was almost like the parents, we're not mad, we're just disappointed.
Okay.
Type of thing.
Okay. I'll hold off mine until the second break.
I could tell mine. Mine's really quick if you want to on the first.
Yeah, that's good.
Wanda says, blow him. Wait a minute.
That's Torture Tuesday just got really weird.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Check out the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen to the show. Download the app. Get us on your in-home smart speaker and at rock1061.com. All right, today, taking your calls, comments, and text, 800-394-1061. What's the biggest FU you've ever gotten from an employer or boss? Now, the story stems from a man named Andreas Flatten. He gave his 2 weeks' notice back in November at Walker Luxury Auto Works. This actually took place in Peachtree City, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, supposedly, the owner was so upset, put his hands on his head, walked out of the building, and was gone for an hour.
Not acting like a giant baby who owns a business.
The company still owed Andreas $915, and they never sent it to him. So he ends up calling in a complaint for the Georgia Department of Labor. And then on the following Friday, he got 500 pounds of pennies covered in oil dumped into his driveway. And there was a note that said, F you.
This is insane. This is a story of an insane person. Now, Andreas says that he quit his job because he had a toxic work environment. Kind of proved it right there.
Yeah.
His boss is an insane person. Now, apparently, he actually went and shoveled the 500 pounds of pennies and put them in his garage because he's going to wash them off. He needs that cash, very obviously. I mean, me personally, I'll just left the pennies in my driveway.
There's video of, like, his girlfriend or wife, and she's just like, look at all these pennies. I mean, it's like $1,000 worth of pennies in this driveway. I mean, that, to me, is just so crazy. I mean, why would you go off the deep end? I mean, he must have been a great employee for one, to him to react the way he did when he turned in his 2 weeks notice. And then the boss just lost it and obviously did not like the fact that a complaint was put in with the Georgia Department of Labor. So then he took it to this extreme. I don't know. I mean, is there, I don't think there's legal ramifications, or is there? I mean, can you sue for the actual money? Get rid of the pennies. Give me the cash. Cut a check.
I think you could sue him for like emotional distressment and also littering. Technically, I mean, he littered $1,000 of pennies in his driveway in a not very cool way, you know, covered in oil. But I mean, this just reminds me of the time that I was working in Las Vegas, and I had the very subtle FU from my bosses. So I was up for a promotion.
Yeah,
and they literally just kind of didn't even tell me. They gave the job I was wanting to have to another guy outside of my department that worked in the building who had never worked in promotions or events before. He never, like, I was working in promotions at the time for like 6 years.
Right.
And they gave it to a guy who had no idea what to do. He asked me how to do his job for the next 3 months, and then I quit.
Did you interview did you go through that whole process?
Yeah,
for it?
I talked to him, sat down with the general manager. I guess they just, a very subtle FU from my former boss who just like, I guess just no faith in me. I don't know.
So I had one incident when I was in high school. And this, I mean, looking back now, this isn't a major FU. But at the time, I was ticked. So I was working at a convenience store in my hometown in Manitou, Illinois.
I love that place.
And I had tickets to see Poison.
Sick.
Live and in concert.
Brad Michaels.
Poison, growing up, was one of my favorite bands.
Uh-huh.
I had never seen him in concert. My uncle got his tickets. 17th row. We were right there. Brett Michaels' sweat would have been flying. It would have been great.
Gross.
Yes. Looking back now, knowing everything about Brett Michaels, yes, gross.
Yeah.
So I go into work, And it's like on a Saturday night. I typically work Saturday nights, and I'm like, I need next Saturday off. I got tickets for Poison.
Right.
And she's like, no, you're working.
I would have quit on the spot.
You got to be kidding me. And she's like, if you can talk to one of the other guys, stock boys, if they'll fill in for you, cool. I was a sophomore in high school. They were all seniors. They're all like, no, Saturday night? You kidding me? You're not going to Poison.
You missed Poison?
I missed Poison. I couldn't go. But that's not the biggest FU I've ever gotten. I'm going to tell this story in just a bit. It actually happened right before I moved to Savannah and came here and took this job. It was one of the things, once it happened, I felt so justified in leaving and coming here.
Okay, so this job is the reason. This story is the reason you're in Savannah at this very moment.
It was not this exact reason, because I had taken this job when this situation happened, but it just kind of shows the situation as a whole as to why I wanted to leave.
Right. Okay.
So it's a perfect example of that. So what was the biggest FU you have ever received from an employer or boss? You can call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Cool.
Rock 1061, who's this?
This is Lonnie.
Lonnie, you got a story for us, man?
Oh, I got one. My previous employer, the guy I worked under, he up and left, and I just kind of slid right into his spot as far as responsibilities are concerned. And I didn't go like immediately and say, hey, I want the promotion, I want this, that. I decided to do the right thing and just suck it up and do the extra work for like 6 months just to prove to them that I deserved it.
Right.
When I finally brought it to their attention, it took a whole nother year before I got the actual title and the extra money that goes with it. And that was with scratching and clawing. And then if that wasn't enough to make somebody say, screw this and leave, like the following year, she restructured the entire
You still there?
I was going to be losing. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, you said she restructured what?
The PTO system, paid time off.
Okay.
And I would have been losing, at my next anniversary, I would have been losing an entire week of PTO that I would have normally gotten. Now, on that one, it affected the entire company, not just me. But that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and I said, F this, I'm looking for another job.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Yeah, do you want to just scream out, fuck off, and we'll just edit it and play it?
Fuck you, Spiros.
All right, Lonnie, we got to roll, man. Thanks for the call.
We love you, buddy.
No problem, man. Bye.
That's awesome. I got a story from Wanda on the chat as well.
Okay, good. Well, I'll tell mine, and we'll play his back, obviously, in a minute, because I don't have time to edit it. Lonnie's a great guy, man.
Also, don't play that last part if you're not going to edit it.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll edit. I just don't have time to do that.
Oh, okay. We'll do it on the third break?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because we're back in
Do you want me to
20 seconds.
Do you want me to tell Wanda's story here?
Yeah, we can tell. Well, let me tell mine. We'll see where time-wise where we're at, and we'll go from there. Because I think we'll have time. I think we'll have time for both to tell mine and Wanda's in this break. All right, guys, got about 15. Be right back. Taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. What's the biggest FU you've ever gotten from an employer or boss? 800-394-1061. It all stems from a story that took place in Peachtree City, Georgia. A gentleman quit his job, gave 2 weeks' notice.
Right.
Very respectful. This took place back in November. He was still owed about $1,000 from the company. and he had to file a complaint with the Georgia Department of Labor because they would not pay him. So his boss, who was mad that he quit,
Right.
decided to drop 500 pounds of oil-covered pennies on his driveway.
The vindictiveness, enough. I mean, just outside the pennies, dropping on his driveway. But to cover them in oil.
Right?
I mean, you got to put them like in a wheelbarrow at that point, and you got to wash them all off and throw them in, like, I'm guessing, like a Home Depot bucket. That's probably what I would do.
Yeah.
Like, screw you. I mean, and this guy, his name was Andreas Flatten. He actually talked about how it was a toxic work environment. That's the reason why he left. Duh.
All right, so we got a couple calls we'll get to in a bit, but I'm going to tell my story. So this happened where I was employed previously before coming here to Savannah and Rock 106.1. I worked for a radio station, and we had a general manager that, let's just say, his morality was questionable.
Okay.
And
like he killed guys?
Not that bad. Just he was shady.
Just tortured.
He was
Okay.
shady. Shady. So our big boss, who did not work in Illinois but worked out of state, started calling me and was like, "I don't trust this guy." I'm like, "Well, one, you hired him," but he goes, "I don't trust him. I trust you. I need you to tell me what's going on." And I'm like, "Don't do this to me. Don't put me in this position." And I mean, for months he would call, and I'm like, "Leave me alone. Stop. I'm not doing this."
Right.
And I knew what he was getting at because I agreed with him. You know, he didn't trust him. I didn't trust him. So finally he called and he broke me. And I'm like, fine. And I let everything out about how I didn't trust him, how I thought some things were maybe happening under the table. And,
Right.
Just all of this. Got it off my chest. Fine, here you go. He's like, "Man, thank you. I need it. Thank you so much. This is what I needed. Thank you. I knew I could trust you." So during this process, I was interviewing for this job. I'd accepted this job. I just couldn't say anything about it. So I hadn't given my notice back at my previous place. So I'm at work one night. The guy from out of town is in town visiting. I get a call down to my boss's office. The guy from out of town sitting there. My boss sitting behind his desk. He looks completely pissed, and he just goes off, starts yelling at me because the guy that begged me to tell him everything going on, who said he wouldn't say anything, not only said everything, but told him I said it.
He threw you under the bus.
Totally threw me under the bus.
Yeah.
So my boss, he is livid, red in the face, screaming, yelling, spits flying, and I knew I had this job. I knew I couldn't say anything. I literally just stood there, let him yell at me, going, "It's almost over.
Yep.
It's fine." And then I walked down to my office, finished stuff up, and as I go to leave, my boss had already left. But the guy from out of town was sitting in the conference room. I go in there, and I go, "That was the biggest pile of crap that anybody has ever done to me." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm sorry." And that was it. And I left.
Sorry.
And 2 weeks later, I finally got to put in my 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, how you want me to tell you things, and it was supposed to be in confidence, and then just the biggest FU I've ever gotten from anybody.
Yeah, I've actually written down everything you've ever said to me. I plan on releasing a tell-all book at the end of our show, and it's going to be scandalous, to say the least.
All right, what are some of the biggest FUs you've ever gotten from an employer or boss? We got something from the comments. We got a call from Lonnie. It's all coming up. Still taking your calls, comments, and texts as well. 800-394-1061. What's the biggest FU you've ever gotten by an employer or boss? Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. All right, let me edit up this. Then we can do Wanda's and his.
Sure.
And all right, guys, we'll be right back.
Thanks for hanging around with us on that break. Ooh, iced coffee. That sounds nice. All right. Yeah, so we asked you guys about the biggest FU you've ever gotten from a boss or an employer. The phone call you heard us take earlier, we're going to play that back in a more edited form because, there were some F-bombs dropped. So we're going to play that back here in a minute. We're also going to share, Wanda, we're going to share your story on the air as well. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Got a couple cool things coming up this hour, actually. This hour, I'm going to challenge Cotter in honor of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming out on Disney+. I've created a game called Bird, as in like a falcon, or Finnish Metal Band. And I'm mostly just chose that because of the Winter Soldier's metal arm. So anyway, Cotter is going to be challenged. He has to figure out whether it be a bird or a Finnish metal band. We are going to do that at the bottom of this hour. Next hour, we'll have trivia. We'll also do Fire Away Friday. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, it's Beer for Breakfast with our close personal friend, Cam Cross of the Savannah Taphouse. No, I actually hope it's true because, we need to bomb beers every once in a while. Like, I mean, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we're on a nice stretch of pretty decent beers. I just want to, absolutely crush one into the ground. It's my superiority complex that I have. I like to make sure that people know that I can devastate you.
All right, so we're going to go right out of this song into the call.
Okay.
And then we'll just talk coming out of it. It ends with him yelling, F you to his former employee.
All right, so we'll come out. I'll read Wanda's story, and then we can wrap it up from there.
Sounds good.
I've got a great question for us when it comes to debate the internet. We have 90 seconds, so I'll save it for after the break.
Okay.
But it includes cheese.
I like cheese. Big fan of cheese.
You're a big-time cheese guy.
I'm a cheese guy. So, I told you the story where at Kroger I found like the little containers of green hatch chilies and made me really happy because.
Oh yeah. So you're making tamales this weekend, right?
That's the game plan.
Right.
So every time I go to Kroger now, I buy 2 of those hatch chilies. I bought them out the other day, and I went back the next day and there was none there. So I'm like, get on it, Kroger. I'm probably the only dude who bought them, but I'll buy every one.
Right. Well, maybe you need to like go to another Kroger.
Yeah, it's too much work.
Which Kroger are you going to? The one across the street?
No, Berwick. The one over by my house.
Oh, okay. There's one across the street.
It's too far.
It's across the street.
Too far.
There's so many other stores around it. It's very convenient.
Maybe I will go to Chipotle today and I'll swing by Kroger's.
That's disgusting. Don't do that. Actually, it's not as delicious.
Love Chipotle. I'm going to turn this on the other. All right, guys, we'll be back in a bit.
Before I got the actual title and the extra money that goes with it, and that was with scratching and clawing. And then if that wasn't enough to make somebody say, screw this and leave, like the following year, she restructured the PTO system, and I would have been losing at my next anniversary, I would have been losing an entire week of PTO that I would have normally gotten. Now, on that one, it affected the entire company, not just
Right.
me. But that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and I said, "F this! I'm looking for another job."
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Yeah, do you want to just scream out and we'll just edit it and play it?
You
Also, to be about where he worked. Don't need any of that.
Yeah, we should, just make sure he doesn't see any repercussions from that. But, it just feels good. Sometimes yelling out your former employer, just a big old F you, it just makes your body feel good. And it makes you feel good on a Friday as well.
That's true. All right, call, comment, and text. What's the biggest FU you've ever gotten from an employer or boss? I think Wanda hit us up in the comments.
Yeah, she said a boss hired someone for a management position who had no clue what to do. She said started so much unnecessary tension between everyone. She said they kept asking her to help them while they're trying to manage her own department. So, essentially the boss hired someone and she had essentially babysit them, and it just kind of ruined the whole feng shui of her workplace. So, that happens. People probably hire their friends on who have no experience into actually what you have to do. Like, we'll train you. We'll just figure it out on site. No, that does not work very well.
How many times do you think people have been put in the position to train the person for the job they should have gotten? How many times?
More than enough times.
Right? All right, so what's the biggest FU you've ever gotten from an employer or boss? You can text 800-394-1061 or comment in the chat. All right, coming up next, we've got a new game. Bird or Finnish Metal Band? I'm so ready for this. Bring on the challenge.
It's in honor of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier debuting on the MCU. You're going to be challenged coming up here in just a few.
All right, it's Filter. Hey, man, nice shot. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and answer the internet here. Once again, we play this game for anyone new in between the breaks here at the Cotter and Marshall Show. Cotter, what cheese would you choose if you could only have one for the rest of your life?
I don't know how hard of a decision this is.
I know. This is why I knew this was going to hit home for you.
I love cheese.
Big-time cheese guy.
And, it's like I like all cheeses. Nice Havarti, which is kind of mild.
Yep.
You get some Gouda. Love some Gouda. I think if I could only pick one, I'd have to go with the sharp cheddar. It's my favorite of cheeses. It's versatile. You can use it in multiple situations.
Greg Geiger says pepper jack.
Pepper jack's good too.
Pepper jack just doesn't have enough
kick.
Yeah, it just doesn't have enough kick.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just eating the wrong pepper jack. Raymond Dante says Colby Jack or pepper jack. I love Gouda.
I love
to
Gouda,
the max.
Man. Gouda's great.
The flavor on a Gouda cheese is so good. The one thing that Gouda does not do well is melt. Gouda's not a melty cheese.
Okay, I get that.
You want to take that call?
Yeah, let's try. It's too late. No, I agree though. I do love Gouda, but I don't know if I've ever tried to melt it.
Raven Davis goes, also, does Cotter have a date? No, he just dresses up fancy once or twice a week.
Well, I was going to say, yeah. I hadn't vested up this week yet.
Dude, it was very cold today. We had a huge temperature drop from yesterday to today, and I was just like, I'm going to wear the Kraken, baby. Wear my Seattle Kraken NHL hoodie.
Yeah.
Just, had to do it. Greg goes, a sharp cheddar is a good choice as well, sharp enough to cut with. Yeah, I know. I like a good taste in cheddar. I don't know, man. I love Gouda, dude, but I love goat cheese.
Dude, so
goat cheese is the business.
There is one that we found. I don't remember the name of it. I'll have to find it. There is one that we found at Kroger, and it is the best. Goat cheese. It's smooth, super smooth. Taste is fantastic.
Right.
So good.
Once again, we are answering the
cheese
internet.
Nerds, yes, we are.
Technically, we're debating the internet. What cheese would you choose if you could only have one for the rest of your life?
Now, is there a loophole and say like a Mexican blend? Where the taco cheese
the taco cheese?
It's got like multiple styles of cheese in there?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Just
a loophole.
Yeah, taco cheese. What do you do? Separate each strand of cheese?
This one, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Damn it. I love a good sharp Gouda.
Gouda's good,
goat
man.
cheese. Goat cheese can be like, it's just a schmear.
Right.
You could just put it on sandwiches.
So good.
Damn it. That is a tough one.
Yeah.
Just the bold taste of Gouda, I would have to go Gouda. Arabian Dantes goes, that's a little insane, Cotter.
What is?
I think the best.
No.
Wanda says, Gouda is a great one when smoked. Sharp cheddar is my family fave, though. My 4-year-old will not have a grilled cheese with nothing but the yellow cheese.
No.
Also, if you're still buying the like Kraft, like separated, like single plastic
American
cheeses, you're a
cheese.
monster. You're an absolute monster.
It's the worst cheese, right? I mean, I'm not a fan of like blue cheese and some of the stinkier stuff, like with mold in it.
Yeah.
I would eat blue cheese any day of the week. If it was like blue cheese or American cheese, nah, I don't want that American cheese.
Yeah, I'm not a big like blue cheese guy. It's not my jam.
No, I get that.
All right. Okay, so you're just gonna give me the thing.
Yeah, we'll come back in. I'll get out of the bed so we can start whenever, and then whenever you're ready, you'll just hit scream or metal.
Let's see. Where are they at?
Screams
cool,
first.
cool.
Here, we'll even do this.
No, I can see it from here. It's
No,
fine.
I know. I'm just gonna get rid of it. We don't need that.
Okay.
There we go. And just one of them's out of the way. Just those two.
All right, I'm going to move this mouse over here because I don't need that.
All right, we're trying something for the first time. Normally, when we do one of these challenges, I have read questions to Marshall. I'm sitting in front of the board and have everything in front of me. But Marshall's doing it, so we're gonna have to pass the mouse over.
Yes, the
And
ceremonial mouse thing, and we'll see if this doesn't just become a giant effing disaster for us.
You know what? If it does, nothing wrong with
Yeah.
it. It's entertaining.
Hilarity will ensue.
All right, guys. Got just under 20. We will be right back with Bird or Finnish Metal Band. All right, be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. Find out what we're up to. A lot of times we'll post questions the night before the show so we can get your thoughts on them nice and early. Always feel free to participate, comment, and just like what we're up to, man. We appreciate everything so far. All kinds of love for the show, and we absolutely love that. All right, we got a brand new game. Typically, I challenge Marshall in a random game of 10 questions.
Right.
But today, you're putting me to the test.
Well, I was just so excited, obviously, for the weekend. I mean, we have the Justice League coming out on HBO Max, but we also have the next MCU TV show. Okay, the next MCU TV show is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You can actually stream it right now on Disney Plus. So I thought to myself, why don't we play a little game that's kind of like that? So this game is entitled The Bird for Falcon, or a Finnish Metal Band because of the Winter Soldier's metal arm. I don't know,
It's a
man.
stretch, but it's okay. I
I
like
should have
it.
been.
No, I like it.
I may
It's
have been. May have been inebriated when I thought of this yesterday. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you the name of either a Finnish metal band or a bird, and you just have to tell me which one it is.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
When it comes to the name of the bird, I'm overthinking this already.
Mm-hmm.
Is it is it literally a name of a pet bird, or is it the name of the type of bird?
It is the name of a type of bird.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So I think we all understand what's going on here. So let's go ahead and begin. Number one, is it a Finnish metal band or is it a bird? Beharit.
Beharit? Oh, man, that's good.
I know.
Finnish metal.
Is it a Finnish metal band?
Finnish metal.
It is
Yeah!
a Finnish metal band. Congratulations. Yes, Beharit.
That could have gone either way. It really could have. But, yeah, I'm curious. I want to hear some Beharit.
Well, we can't. But we'll get to that maybe some other time.
Okay.
All right. Number two. Is this a bird or a Finnish metal band? Cutthroat.
Oh man, that's like a trick question because initially, like Cutthroat, that's a metal band, but then you're like, there's some badass bird somewhere, and whoever discovered this bird was like, oh, that bird is Cutthroat.
Yeah, I'm just. You are completely outthinking yourself.
I
This is
know I am.
amazing right now. All right, is it a
I'm
bird
gonna go metal band.
or a metal band?
Metal band. Oh, are you serious?
Sorry, Cotter.
It's
a cutthroat is a bird.
It's a bird?
Yeah, it totally is.
Damn it!
It truly is. I actually went to Weird Name Birds. I think it's just called weirdnamebirds.com.
Okay.
So this is where I got everything. Okay. Up next, number three. We're gonna do five. We'll do five more later.
Yeah.
Number three. Is this a Finnish metal band or a bird? Gelvink Megapod. Once again, Gelvink Megapod. Is it a Finnish metal band or is it a bird?
I want it to be both. I'm gonna go bird.
Oh, you think it's a bird, huh?
Yeah.
It
Yeah!
is. Congratulations. Oh, wow. It's incredible.
What confused me was the second one. Gelvink, the first word, I'm like, oh, that's totally bird. But when you get it, what was the second word?
Megapod.
Megapod. I mean, that sounds like a megapod.
I know. You would think it would be a metal band.
Okay.
Once again, I did spend probably too much time looking into the names.
I'm taking this way too seriously.
All
too.
right. Number 4, Amorphous. Is it a bird or a Finnish metal band?
That's a band all day long.
You think it's a band?
Yes. Yes!
Cotter is absolutely killing Bird or a Finnish metal band in honor of the release of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney+. Once again, maybe I was high yesterday thinking of this story. We'll let you decide. All right, we have one more. We'll take a break, then we'll come back with 5 more.
Yes.
Our last one, Hotsen.
Ooh.
Is it a bird or a Finnish metal band?
Hotsen. I'm gonna go metal band.
Oh, no, it is a bird, Cotter. No, you were 3 out of 5. That's
Okay.
not bad.
I'll take that.
That's
I'll
not
take
bad.
that.
You literally should take that.
All right. I feel really good going into the final 5 questions in bird or Finnish metal band. That's right. It's the quality entertainment you get on the Cotter and Marshall Show. It's coming back, Rock 106.1.
Andrew's laughing his butt off. Raven Days goes, these are so good. I know now where to go to find a band name. I had a lot of fun,
hysterical.
looking these up yesterday. You will not believe it. I honestly, I think I spent probably about an hour from the conception of the idea to the finished product of these names.
Right.
My wife got 6 out of 10 when I tested her last night. So you got to do at least 6.
Okay. I've got 3. Okay.
You got 3. You got to go 3 for 5 on the second half.
Sure.
To at least tie my wife.
But it wouldn't surprise me if your wife actually knew Finnish metal
She
bands.
knew 1.
Okay.
She knew 1. And it's, I don't know.
I know none. I'll be right on. I know none.
You're not a Swedish, not Swedish. Finnish
metal
metal
band?
I looked up, did I tell you that I looked up Swedish metal bands?
Yeah?
Yeah, Swedish metal bands, their names are just too obvious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, what about Finnish? And then those Finnish guys are weird.
Like Swedish is like Excalibur lightning rod.
Right? I was like Nightwish. And I'm like, okay, little bird is named Nightwish.
One was named Cutthroat. I mean, that one. Should have known.
Yeah, should have known. Yeah. I had some other ones in there. One of them was like called Winter something. Damn it, I wish I would have
Winter
wrote it down.
Soldier.
Marshall, you could start a band, Red-Headed Woodpeckers. Cotter would be totally stumped in the game.
It's true.
I can't wait to play the second half of this game because there's some bangers on the second half.
All right, we're going to come right out of this spot.
Okay. Are we running a little? Yeah, we are running a little late, aren't we?
We're running a little over, which is fine.
We're having a good time the 7 o'clock hour.
That's all good, man.
I'm getting text messages about the Shamrock ships. We got to tell them our favorite ships.
Okay.
We'll do that here after the show today. Thanks for hanging out for the chat today. Once again, we are playing Bird or a Finnish metal band in honor of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the MCU TV show that just launched today on Disney+. While we have a few minutes, Sandra Hopkins, Red-Headed Woodpeckers, freaking love it. While we have a moment, let's go ahead and answer the internet. I think we have another 2 minutes before we jump back on the air. Who is the ugliest celebrity that you would date? I already know mine, Kristen Shaw.
Who's that?
I believe that's her name. She is the girl from Flight of the Conchords. She voices the girl with the bunny ears on
I know who you're talking
Burgers.
about. Yeah. She was on 30 Rock too.
Oh, was she? I just find her so adorable, and she's so funny.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Kristen Shaw.
Jonah Hill. And here's why.
Wow. Skinny Jonah Hill or fat Jonah Hill? Or in between?
I'm gonna go skinny because fat Jonah Hill seemed to have a better disposition about life. Skinny Jonah Hill just seems grumpy and angry. So I think I look like a really good person.
Right.
I'd be the good one of this relationship.
Yeah.
Skinny Jonah Hill.
Okay. All right. Christian Shaw worth $5 million.
Really? Oh, she was on Last Man on Earth too.
Oh, she was.
God, that was such a good show, man.
Yeah.
I was so bummed when they canceled that. Will Forte is one of those weird comedians that I get it. Sometimes hard to get. I wasn't a fan of MacGruber. That wasn't my thing. But man, Last Man on Earth.
Last Man on Earth was
so good.
Very good. Jonah Hill's worth $50 million. So congratulations.
Score.
And he's only 37, younger man.
There he is.
Younger man.
Yep.
You really like dudes who are like 37, 38, don't you?
I got to type.
Slightly fat. Only works once in a while.
Grumpy as hell. God damn. I
Nailed
it.
Wanda Plummer, Seth Rogen, mainly for the weed.
Oh,
Dude, I want to try. He's got the houseplant stuff.
Yeah. His own personally crafted weed.
Can we just make weed legal in Georgia? Come on, guys.
Well, even if it was so, I wanted to. They need to make it legal nationwide, so then we can have like weed sponsor our show. Because even if it was legal in the state, it's still technically illegal nationally. So we couldn't do anything with it. So I would like it to be legal nationally, so we can then have a weed for breakfast Wednesday.
Oh, that would be nice.
Right. All right, guys, we got about 10. All right, thanks for hanging out this morning. You can get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Happy Friday, by the way. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. All right, so typically I challenge Marshall to just random games, but today it is my turn, and we're playing a brand new game that everybody on the stream is really digging. It is Bird or Finnish Metal Band.
All right, so once again, this is in honor of the release of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming out on Disney+. It's the new TV show. WandaVision's over with. Now we have this. And I just somehow came up with this silly game, and that's what I'm saying it's inspired by. All right, so, Cotter, you went 3 for 5
felt good.
in the first half of this game. There are 10 total questions that you have to answer. Here is number 6. Is this a bird or is this a Finnish metal band? Turrisis.
Turrisis? Oh, man. I'm going to go band. Yes.
You are correct.
I could have gone either way with that. It felt instantly, my gut reaction,
right,
that's metal.
All right, so Turrisis was the name of that one. That is a Finnish metal band. Number 7 on the list. You are doing really well. You are 4 out of 6 right now. Number 7, Impaled Nazarene.
Come on.
Is that a bird or is that a Finnish metal band?
See, if you just give me Nazarene, probably going bird. You just give me Impaled, going metal band. You throw them together, I'm confused.
As you should be.
Impaled Nazarene. Why would you name a bird Impaled? I'm going metal band. Yes!
I mean, it's impaled. Of course it's a Finnish metal band.
Cutthroat. I go back to Cutthroat.
All right, you're doing pretty well, man. You're doing pretty well. Let's move on. Here's number 8. Is this a bird or a Finnish metal band? An Andine Cock of the Rock. Once again, is this a bird or a Finnish metal band? Andine Cock of the Rock.
I got to go bird on that one. Yes. No. Cock of the Rock is my new band name.
Andine Cock of the Rock.
It's like a porn name. I mean, if there's not some guy with that name, you are missing out.
All right. Here is number 9 of our game, bird or Finnish metal band. Is this a bird or a Finnish metal band? Insiferium.
Band.
You want to go with that?
Yeah, band. Yes! Oh.
Cotter is slaying
Killing
it. He is
Killing
slaying it right now. All right, here is our final bird or Finnish metal band.
Am I 7 for 9?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
You are absolutely killing this game. Here's the final one. Chakalaka. Is that a bird or a Finnish metal band?
Chakalaka?
The answer will surprise you.
I'm gonna go bird.
Final answer?
I kind of want it to be a metal band though, but I'm going bird. Yes.
Wow, Cotter slays the second half of Bird or Finnish Metal Band. You did 8 for 10 today. Trust me, everyone listening and watching is stunned.
Who knew? I knew so much about birds and or Finnish metal bands.
Or Ferds.
Or Ferds.
that's the game we should play next. Ferds.
Ferds. We don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we will.
Don't forget, coming up after 8 o'clock, we still got Fire Away Friday. You still have time to vote. Rock 1061 on Facebook, the Cotter and Marshall Show on Facebook. The 3 songs that you have to choose from today were all Best Metal Performance Grammy winners. Metallica Stone Cold Crazy from 1991. Tool Schism from 2002. Ghost to Reese from 2016. At last look, Metallica was winning. If you want a different tune, vote now. We'll get to Fire Away Friday after 8 o'clock. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Good morning, Rock 1061. That was crazy fun. I like that. That was fun.
You absolutely slayed. Bird or a Finnish metal band. Once again, I'll just go through the names just on the chat again, just because they're so ridiculous. The Beharit, that was a metal band. Cutthroat, which was a bird.
Yeah, man.
The Gelvink Megapod, which was a bird. Amorphous metal band. The Hotzen, which was a bird. So you missed Cutthroat and Hotzen.
Right.
Those are the 2 that you missed.
Hotzen sounds like a band.
Dude, are you kidding me? Absolutely. I want to wear a T-shirt that just says Hotzen.
Hotzen.
Like in that death metal
Right.
kind of font. Yeah, dude, I would wear the hell out of that. Turrisis, which once again, I don't know if I'm saying these names right. But that's, that was a metal band. Impaled Nazarene. Dude, I'm not lying. I would outthink myself. I would have said bird. You said metal band, and you got it right.
I could have gone either way because of the Cutthroat thing. That just put doubt in my mind because Cutthroat, that's a metal band. No, it's not. It's a bird.
Yeah, Impaled Nazarene, a metal band. The Andine Cock of the Rock. That one was so obvious, but I had to put it in there. There was
good.
The one I think I dropped out was the Winter Breast Cock or something like that. It was just it was so stupid and fun to say. I'm like, this is too obvious. It's obviously a bird. Insiferium is a metal band, and then the Chakalaka is a bird. So those were the 10 that I came up with. Those were ridiculously fun.
That was fun. That was good. I like it.
All right, so coming up in the 8 o'clock hour today, obviously going to be talking about Fire Away Fridays, Cotter and Marshall Madness as your last few hours to enter for your chance to win this Xbox Series X. That's right here. Also, play trivia, and then we got beer for breakfast coming up with the man himself, Cam Cross.
Okay. I thought you forgot for a second.
No, I'm constantly forgetting things. All right, I just love to be the guy that does dramatic pauses.
That's true.
Yes, we have finished our brackets, or even Dante's asked if we finished them. I finished mine yesterday. I did it before my meeting, 11 a.m. Cotter, he blew through his and got his done the day before. So.
Yeah. So I'm ready.
Greg goes, wait, how old is Marshall? Asking for a friend. I'm 38. I look much worse.
It's true.
I know. It's wild. How much time we got?
We got plenty of time. We've got music and a couple songs, or commercials and then a couple songs.
I'm gonna go.
Sure.
Take a little bathroom break. Here you go.
All right, cool. Also with Cotter and Marshall Madness, we've got some March Madness stats we're gonna give you. If you guys are on the stream and want to vote for the Fire Away Friday for the tune we should play, you can vote just in the stream in the comment section. Don't have to go to the Facebook page. It is Metallica Stone Cold Crazy, the cover of the Queen song. Won, I want to say, the second Best Metal Performance Grammy. One from Metallica won the first one. They actually won the first 3. Tool Schism won the award in 2002 and Ghost to Reese in 2016. Right now, Metallica is still winning. But if you'd like to change that, you can feel free to vote in the comments. Yeah, I don't feel good about my bracket at all. I literally put it together quickly just so I'd have something done. Because I'd rather have a crap bracket put together than forget to do it and just lose by default. I don't follow college basketball. So I was going to go back through and do some research and then repick some stuff, but I probably won't get to that. But it's done. It's in. And I'll most likely lose and face a Torture Tuesday because that is my life. We still got to figure out what the Torture Tuesday is. Now, because he just ate the habanero, because we actually talked about the loser having to eat like a Carolina Reaper or a ghost pepper in the studio. But he just ate the habanero, which I know nowhere near as intense with those other two. So maybe we'll still do it. I never bet against Metallica. Can't, man. I get it. And their cover of a Queen song. You kidding me? And Queen never won a Grammy, which is just criminal. This is the closest thing they ever got when Metallica covered their song. So, yeah, coming up after 8, we'll talk Cotter and Marshall Madness, give you some March Madness stats. A lot of the stats have to do with gambling and how many people are gambling and who their top picks are. We'll get to the Fire Away Friday, and then we got Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. Marshall has played every day this week. He's really hoping somebody challenges me. I just really hope somebody finally beats Marshall, but it'll be up to you. If you call in and play, win or lose, you're going to get either an entry into the streaming show for Phil and Selmo when they're doing the Pantera tribute, or the Korn streaming show. It's up to you, whichever one you want. So we'll take care of you there, but that will happen. Call in for that around 8:30, 8:30-ish. Be ready for that. Thank you guys for hanging out. Wrapping up week 3 of the show today. Felt things have gotten much smoother and better as we've gone. Time flies by. We're just having a blast, so that's always fun. So thank you guys. It means a lot to us. I always start to do one and then get overwhelmed to try to do too much research. Just do what I do. No research. Just go for it. So my daughter, who's 17, is going to pick a bracket. She said she was going to base it off of mascots and see if she could beat me. Chances are she will beat me, because she actually used a system. At least, I didn't use a system. I just clicked on names. I went a majority with the favorites. Just pick very few upsets. I think I have a very boring Final Four. The final 2 are both number 1 teams. So, yeah, my bracket's boring, but I only got to pick one. Unlike everybody who's entering the contest for the Xbox Series X, you get to choose from 3 brackets. Oh, man. I feel like you guys should include Tim the Engineer and Torture Tuesday. It'll be good for him. You know what, Greg? Every now and then, you have a great idea. This one may not be great, but it's good. I don't know. I'll have to ask Tim if he would be willing to participate in Torture Tuesday, because he might be. I think he might be, but that's a good idea. We'll just go, well, here's what we can do. As long as we're not getting the red light, we'll just keep adding Torture Tuesdays until we get our red flashing light. But I'm down for that. I'll have to ask Tim, see if he's down for it as well. Can't just force Torture Tuesday, man. Ooh. Man, I'm going to call it an early day, I think. Nobody's here. He says no, take a vote. You and Marshall and Tim can vote. Majority rules. Makes sense. I don't know. Is Tim around today? Tim, you on? Tim. If you're here and you're down for a Torture Tuesday, let us know. Oh, man. All right, so Chevelle's Self-Destructor's playing. We've got some Red Hot Chili Peppers coming up. After that, we'll get into more of Cotter and Marshall Madness, the Xbox Series X. Seeing what happened, what we got coming up here. Ugh, it's a weird hour of music. Let's go with this instead. Excuse me. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, it's a weird hour. Okay, fair enough. All right, 8 o'clock coming up. Beer for breakfast. Don't know what beer we're drinking today, which is kind of interesting. Typically, kind of have an idea of what's going on. Today, not so much. Cameron is bringing in beer with him, of course, from the Savannah Taphouse. So we'll see what he chooses today. Dude's great craft beer lover. So, I mean, in theory, it should be something delightful.
Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes coffee hits you the moment you drink it, and sometimes it just hits you like 2 hours later.
Yep.
Let's see. I never bet against Metallica.
So yeah, that's another vote for Metallica. I think Tool's got a shot, but it's gonna take some votes. So if you don't want to hear Metallica Stone Cold Crazy, you better be voting.
I love that comment where we add Tim into Torture
Right?
Tuesdays.
I
He
know.
says, no, take a vote. You, Marshall, and Tim could vote.
Well, that's what I said. It's like I'll have to see if he'll want to do it. You can't force a Torture Tuesday upon somebody.
Sure we can.
No, I can't. So we'll have to see. And I asked to see if Tim was around, but he has not commented today. I don't know if we have shamed him from the chats or scared him away.
Oh, no. Tim's probably just sleeping in today. He saw that we got a note from our boss, I think, last night saying that he wasn't coming into work today. So Tim's probably just taking it easy.
Yeah, I get that.
I would be.
Easier than normal.
Right. Sean goes, I'm going to have North Tower Stout from Earth Rider Brewery in Superior, Wisconsin today at work. It's still stout weather up here. Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, stout season runs a good gamut of months. I think 5-6 months sometimes.
My favorite beer, Mexican Cake, doesn't even come out until May, and I will drink that all summer long. I don't care. I'll crank up the air conditioner. There, it's colder in my house. What kind of stout is that? I mean, is it just straight up stout? It's got some flavor to it, something different? Kind of curious.
Let's do a little Googling. It's a silver medal winner at the Great American Beer Festival in the oatmeal stout category.
Okay.
Malty accents of chocolate, coffee, and dark fruit. It does sound delicious.
That does sound good. Good call, man. Good call.
And there is only 4 hours left to enter March. I just realized that's why our boss isn't coming in today. Him and Mike are watching.
They're working from Mike's house. Mike has a bar in his garage.
Yeah, come on. Our boss messaged us last night. He's like, we're working really hard from our coworker's house. Like, cool, man. COVID times, people do that sort of stuff. He's gonna be watching March Madness the entire time.
That explains so much.
Mexican Cake, not familiar. So Mexican Cake is a chocolate stout that has peppers in it. It gives it a little bit of a spice.
Vanilla.
Cacao nibs.
Yeah. It's got the pepper in it. I want to say there's a bit of coffee in it. It's like a Mexican hot chocolate is basically what it is. And there's a lot of places, a lot of breweries do it now. Stone's got a really good one, and I always mispronounce it, Exo Cerveza or what it is. It's really, really good, and that's way cheaper than most of the other ones. But Mexican Cake, to me, is still my personal favorite. If you get a chance, it's out of Westbrook. I doubt you're probably going to get it up there, though.
Oh, well, it was Greg who was asking about that.
Oh, it was Greg?
Yeah, Greg's
Oh,
logo.
Greg, get it. You have to go in to Habersham in May and ask for it typically, but it's worth it.
Yeah, they're based out of Charleston, so it's actually not too far of a drive either. Actually, you drove up there a few months ago just to go get some.
I think we're going to try to do that again this spring, just to make a weekend of it.
Sean McGowan goes, the logo can design is awesome. It looks pretty cool here, actually. I got it popped up right here.
Oh, that's cool.
Wanda says, hubby has made us run several times to Westbrook to grab some.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They released some barrel-aged variants, and Cotter went up and grabbed some, and it was like...
Spent way too much. That was the most money I've ever spent on beer. It was stupid.
How much was each bottle? Like $20? 20, 25?
It was over $200.
Oh,
total.
Shoot. Good Lord.
But so worth it. It was my birthday present.
All right. Okay, man. Let's go ahead and answer the internet while we have about 3 minutes before we hit the air again. If you had to choose one cartoon animal to have sex with, who would it be? Once again, drop your answers in the chat. If you had one cartoon animal to have sex with, who would it be? It's Lola Bunny from Space Jam for me.
Oh, that's a good call.
Not the new Lola Bunny, but the old school.
You know what? I want to get something out of all the money I've spent at Disney. Give me Minnie Mouse.
Gross.
Why?
You're a monster.
I'm a monster.
Wow, Minnie Mouse. All right, okay. What's Donald Duck's female counterpart?
Daisy?
Daisy? You wouldn't choose Daisy?
No. Give me Minnie Mouse.
Give me Lola Bunny.
She's the queen of the empire, man.
The queen of the empire. If they ever got divorced, bro, she'd get it all.
Technically, they are not married.
Oh, they aren't?
They're not married.
Show you how much I don't know about
They will
Disney.
never be married.
Why not?
I don't know. It's something to do with whatever. But yeah, they will never
Part
be
of
married.
the Disney rules?
Yep, it is.
What are the rules? What are the rules? Oh, yeah, the March Madness. Have that up and not knock the mic out of my face. All right, guys, you got less than 4. Does Roger Rabbit's wife count?
She's not an animal because I was thinking of Jessica Rabbit. I was thinking the
Yeah.
same thing. She's a cartoon, but she's human. So I was like, I don't know if that
got
counts.
A cartoon animal.
I was playing within the rules. But no, good call.
Got about 45 seconds before we jump back on the air, guys.
All right, we got some March Madness, kind of just betting stats for the most part.
Sandra Hopkins goes, the Beast, duh.
All right, we got 15. Don't forget to check out the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If you were watching it, you would have saw my frustration there because I forgot to push the buttons for the microphone.
Dude, week 1, you never miss the mic buttons.
Yeah.
Weeks 2 and 3, they've been spotty, bro.
It's only happened a couple times.
Right, but a couple of times is a lot of the time.
All right, get the stream. While you're there, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And like you said, man, this is week 3 of the show. Big thank you to everybody who has hopped on the stream and stuck and just hung around. I didn't know what to expect with it. We've never done this before, and I am just blown away with all the love we have gotten on the stream.
Yeah, Cotter actually is still blown away. He's so old. He just thinks technology is just crazy.
I mean, when you first said stream, I was thinking,
right,
where are we going to put water? I mean,
Yeah,
how's that going to fit in the studio?
Yeah,
stream?
Well, there's so much electronic stuff in here,
fish?
Marshall.
Can I fish?
I catch the fish with my bare hands.
I go noodling, just big catfish.
Noodling?
Yeah, it's the big catfish.
Oh, it's the one that
they latch onto your arm.
That's oddly weird. Like it's.
Can you do that around here?
I don't know.
That'd be a great video. Great content.
I'll let you do that.
Great
I'll film.
content.
I'll film.
I'll do it.
I'm not comfortable with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you had a dog collar around your neck and allowed me to shock you, but you
hey,
won't.
I have limits, and having a fish eat half my arm is sort of the limit at this moment. It can change.
All right. If anybody knows if you can go noodling around here, hit us up with a text. I'm now curious.
Depending on your definition of noodling, that could go just awry. Okay, I'm just saying.
You want to offer something weird? Hit us up with a text. I don't care.
Hit Cotter up with a text. I'll give you his personal cell phone number.
No, you won't. 800-394-1061. All right, so before we get into Cotter and Marshall Madness, just got some stats about the NCAA tournament. Almost 40 million Americans. It's a lot of people filling out brackets this year, but it's actually, that was 40, almost 40, 37 million. That's down 8% from the last time we could fill out brackets, which was actually 2019.
Mm-hmm.
That surprised me. I figured this would be a banner year for people filling out brackets, and we'd see more than ever before.
We missed a year. Plus, I mean, gambling is starting to be more and more prevalent in states. It's starting to open up, be legal. Illinois just opened up their sports books, so that could take away maybe a little bit from it. I'm not for sure, but it'll probably be way up next year just because people are going to be so excited. Maybe people forgot that it even happened anymore.
Now, interest overall is up from 2 years ago. 26% of people say they're extremely interested or very interested in watching. 42% of college basketball fans said they'll follow games more closely this year. I'm guessing, compared to 2019, not last year where you couldn't follow any games.
Right, because there was zero.
47 million of us will bet on March Madness in one way or another.
Oh, we have a company bet that I haven't filled out my bracket
I didn't
yet.
do that.
Yeah, I got mine right here. I guess I should fill that out.
I got to fill out another one?
Yeah.
Can I just print out the one I did for Cotter and Marshall Madness and say here?
I think so, actually.
I may just do that because I don't want to put any more thought into it. 31 million people will bet on the games. Just under 18 million will bet online. 8 million will go to a sports book. Now, you brought it up a few times.
Mm-hmm.
If Georgia ever approved gambling and we got a sports book,
it'd be bad for me.
would you go bet on March Madness?
Too much. I would be there way too much. I'm sorry. I already know I'm not one, but I would be a degenerate gambler.
You were in Vegas. How did you? I mean, you had the opportunity. You obviously didn't turn into one out there.
I know, but I know myself now, and I'm so weak. I'm so weak because it's like riding that high, baby. I'm
right.
Like, you get one win, and you're just chasing the other, and they're just so far and few between. I would be a degenerate gambler. I'm just saying it.
All right, so I'm asking for people to text about noodling. If anybody knows a good bookie, text the studio. We'll hook Marshall up. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So
a big line of credit.
The top 3 teams that gamblers are betting on this year to win: Gonzaga, obviously.
Yeah, duh.
Baylor makes sense. Florida State.
Aren't they an 8 seed?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But they're
in the same bracket as Baylor. Sorry, in the same whatever.
So those are the top 3 teams.
Wow.
So maybe they
not Illinois.
I guess not.
They're slaying.
I mean, maybe they looked at Florida State as the one. What's the outside chance that actually has a chance? I don't know. Maybe that's what they were thinking.
I mean, I guess that has maybe the biggest odds where they could win the most money.
That
Florida
could be
State,
it.
and that's why people are just throwing some money on them. Plus, they've been playing pretty good. I don't know, but I'm just excited for basketball to start in general. Games start here in about 4 hours. 12 noon today, we get our very first games of the tournament. So yes, if you're bad like us about filling out the bracket, you better do it. I've thought a lot about it. I've looked, I've watched shows, I've listened to podcasts. Like I'm excited about filling out the bracket. I've just mostly forgotten about filling out all but the one bracket I've actually done.
All right, so if you want to participate, you want to fill out a bracket, you don't want to actually bet money on it, don't worry. You can fill out a bracket for free with Cotter and Marshall Madness, and you have a shot to win an Xbox Series X.
Yeah, that includes an extra controller, the newest edition of Madden, and some gift cards as well. So well worth your time.
So sign up now at rock1061.com. Like Marshall said, you got like 4 hours. That's
Do it.
Sign up. Fill out your brackets. Latest from the Offspring. Let the bad times roll. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Sean wants to know, do you want to noodle a fish or a snake or a turtle?
Oh, my God. There's so many options?
I don't think.
Okay.
Chris goes, likely to noodle a gator around here.
That's not a...
I think your arm would be coming off.
Not a choice, or not a good choice. I'll stick with the
I didn't realize you're such a noodle enthusiast.
I find the...
You love to eat noodles, now you're trying to noodle some fish.
I find the videos of people noodling fish highly entertaining.
When's the last time you say you watched a noodling fish video?
Probably a year ago. I don't know. It's been a minute. But it's not like I'm, Googling it on the regular.
I thought you would be.
Late at night, laying in bed by myself.
Dana's laying right next to you.
Some noodling.
Maybe if I watch some noodling videos, she'll get it. Sean goes, I mean, they could be hiding in those holes where catfish are supposed to be.
It's true.
No.
It's true.
Taking a chance.
It's like, remember the movie Flash Gordon? This shows my age.
Oh.
Yeah. Queen soundtrack, so good. But there was the scene where it was Timothy Dalton, future James Bond, was one of the roles, and they had to stick their hand in this big rock, and there's this monster in the rock that hits you to kill you, but it's to show how manly you are. It's like, put it in there.
Wow. I've actually never seen Flash Gordon. Now I don't think I want to. It'll give me nightmares.
Now, so I will say this: it is super low budget 80s cheese.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen the trailer and stuff,
but man, and you got Queen doing the soundtrack. Come on. I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
Raven Dantes goes, some of the girls in the noodling videos are scary hot. They are scary, but also hot.
See? He gets it.
All right, how much time we got?
A minute and a half.
Oh, okay. We're going right back into it. We're doing Fire Away Friday. We're playing.
We're not playing it here. We'll just one last description.
Okay.
In the spots, and then the song will come after.
You're not playing any of the bits of songs, right?
No, not this one. I could, I guess, in the future.
Hopefully, you guys are feeling good on this beautiful Friday of ours. Weather's not too shabby. We're gonna hit close to 70.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm obviously still battling allergies, so sorry for sounding stuffy. I've been talking about it all week. I am going to Walgreens after the show, and I'm just going to douse myself. I'm going to spray it on like cologne, Flonase. Just a little bit under the neck here, dab behind the ears, and then mostly in my sinuses.
That's fair. You normally go through a few bottles of that a year.
Just one, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, I nail the one, but I usually get through most of it.
Okay. All right, guys, we'll be back in about 15. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Good Friday morning. Check us out, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. It is a big comic book, movie, TV show weekend.
Yeah, Justice League, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Lots of stuff to watch on TV this weekend.
Which one are you going to first?
Probably do The Falcon and the Winter Soldier because it's shorter. It's just an hour.
Right.
Justice League is it's 4 hours long, so I think I'm going to use my Heavenly Sunday and worship at the altar of the Justice League.
So Dylan was on the stream earlier. Don't know if he's still there or not. He watched the Justice League and said it was the movie we all deserved. And he said like 95% of it's new footage.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff that Zack Snyder shot that just got thrown on the floor when it came to editing it. And of course, he did reshoots.
Yeah.
That's why the Joker's in this film now. And there's a bunch of new footage I heard, and I heard it's outstanding.
Now, the excitement around this movie, and if it does well, could it revitalize the DC movie universe?
Probably
or is
not.
it just dead?
The guys that run that universe, the guys at Warner Brothers, are so terrible. I mean, they gave us the original Justice League, and they screwed up so bad.
Yeah.
We actually are now getting it redone. Yeah, I mean, at least they knew better that it was so bad. They had an opportunity to make it right. But
Yeah.
I mean, you put out the original. You gave us that, and you were like, "This is good." Nope.
All right, so hopefully we'll both watch it this weekend. We maybe talk about it Monday morning on the show. All right, right now on the Facebook page, either the Rock 1061 Facebook page or the Cotter and Marshall Show Facebook page, we got 3 songs for you to vote on. It is Fire Away Friday, and the category today are 3 songs that have won the Grammy for Best Metal Performance. One is Metallica, Stone Cold Crazy, that covered the Queen song from 1991.
Love it.
Tool, Schism from 2002.
Also love it.
And Ghost, Cerise from 2016.
In love with it. Would marry it, actually.
Yeah, totally.
It is one of my favorite songs.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Marry, F, kill those 3 songs.
Ooh, I would. Ooh, that is tough. I would marry Ghost Cerise because I just said that.
Yeah.
I would F Schism because it's very long, and I could tell people that I've made love for a very long time. And then let's see, I would kill Metallica, Stone Cold Crazy because they are in fact crazy.
Fair enough.
Huh?
All right.
Huh?
Good
Did I nail it?
choices.
I think I nailed it.
All right, you can still vote. Metallica is winning. So if you want to hear Stone Cold Crazy, you're in luck so far. If you'd rather hear Tool or Ghost, go hit us up on Facebook now and vote. You can vote in the comment section if you're streaming the show right now. And we'll come back here in just a few minutes. We'll announce the winner, and we'll fire away with one of these songs on the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right. So next break, it's going to be pretty quick. We'll play whatever song is voted in. If you want, you could vote in the chat today. Once again, your choices: Metallica, Stone Cold Crazy, Tool, Schism, or Ghost's Cerise. I think Metallica is currently in the lead. And then we'll play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? We're going to give away your choice of live stream codes to either Philip H. Anselmo doing a tribute to Pantera or Korn. Both those shows are in April. We'll hook you up with a live streaming code just for playing. You don't even have to win or tie. You can just play, and you will grab that for free.
You have played 4 days this week.
I played 4 out of 4 days. I'm exhausted. Can you guys please take on Cotter today? That would be nice.
I still want to see you lose, though.
I'm sorry for winning, okay? I'm sorry.
Are you
sorry,
though?
Cotter.
Are you?
No, I'm not at all. Like, we're at a point where I got to make sure my questions are still valid.
I get that. So Gibby must be busy today because I think this is the first show in 3 weeks that I have not seen him pop up in the chat yet.
It's true. Raven Dantes, run the gamut again, Marshall. No, man, I'm exhausted.
Yes.
I could barely open my eyes because I had pollen somehow still stuck in them from 5 days ago. I'm good. Let's give Cotter a shot. I've gone 4 for 4 this week. I've either won or tied. I'm good. I'm 5 wins, 0 losses, 3 ties. Raven Dante's tired and hungover. Worked for you yesterday. It's true. I'm not hungover today, though. Yeah, so I was my wife and I went to Fiorua after we were downtown hosting the Shamrock Ships thing.
Yeah.
And I took a picture of our receipt at Fiorua. The drinks were so cheap there.
Really?
And I was buying, we were buying rounds for people because we were having a good time. So there's it was.
Holy crap. Damn.
Dude, they were doing liquid breakfast shots. It was flavored whiskey, orange juice, and a piece of bacon for $3 a shot.
Holy crap.
I was hanging out with 7 people. It was $20. I buy a round of shots for everyone. I was buying rounds of shots for everyone.
Nice.
I think Nicole and I were talking about it. We wound up having 4 or 5 shots there.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
How was it crowded?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah.
we got there at 4-ish o'clock.
Right.
And it was, I would say at that point, it was 40% full.
Right.
And then when we left around 7, I want to say maybe 75% full. So,
Okay.
it still wasn't a jamming St. Patty's Day, what you'd expect.
Right.
There were some cool people there. I met a guy named Lee, a guy named Jason, cool Richmond Hill dudes.
Nice.
All right. Well, how much time we got?
We still have 4 minutes.
Oh, cool.
4 minutes.
Let's ask a question then.
Yeah.
How long would you have to starve to become a cannibal? Once again, guys, drop your answers in the chat today. Thanks for hanging out with us. How long would you have to starve to become a cannibal?
I think there's more circumstances that would have to be in play before I would consider it. You have no other options. Is this post-apocalyptic? Am I in a plane crash in the Alps?
You are starving. There is no food around except for another human. How long?
I don't know.
There is no food coming.
Do I have to kill the person? They're already dead.
Hmm.
I really wouldn't want to kill him. Because what was the
you could still be a cannibal in that person. Okay, let's say they're dead.
Right.
They're dead. No food around. You are starving. You're in an area where you can't get out very easily. So therefore, what are you doing? How long does it take for you to become a cannibal?
I don't know if I could do it.
5 days.
5 days?
I'll answer it for you because you're
No.
pussyfooting around it.
No, I was thinking a month, 2 months.
You will die.
Would I?
You cannot. You have to eat. You can only last maybe just a couple weeks. How long can you live before starving?
How long?
21 days.
So there you go. I can make it almost a month. I wasn't counting weekends.
Oh.
I'm strictly a work week starvation guy.
Yeah. Christopher Wagner, 3 months. I think I have enough built-in fat to last that long. See, same thing. Cotter lost 30 pounds. That's on you, bro. You 2 weeks. 2 weeks max, and you're eating a dead body. Me? Well, I got some built-in fat, too. Maybe I can last a little bit longer.
I get. It's 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. Oh, thank you. There you go. Raven Dante's. The threes, Cotter. 3 minutes without air, 3 minutes without water, or 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food.
There you go.
Yeah, 21 days. That was perfect. I guess it also depends to where you at. If you're like the movie where the soccer team crashed, where it was cold and the dead body was nicely stored because it's frozen.
Right.
Maybe stretch it out a little bit. If you're in a tropical situation in the body, you probably want to eat it soon. So
Right.
maybe I become a cannibal in a couple days.
Yeah.
A day.
Greg goes, if I taxi too long on a plane, I'm already looking around and making a list. Wanda goes, yeah, but the body wouldn't be edible. Yeah.
That'd be rough, man. I don't know.
You'd have to thaw the body. you'd have to thaw the body out.
Well,
How are you going to do it in the wintry landscape?
Have you not seen the movie about the hockey team? I mean, the soccer team? It's based off a true story.
Probably, yeah.
The plane crashed in the mountains somewhere.
How do you take your human?
It was raw. They ate it raw.
Right.
I mean, they didn't have anything to eat, but they literally would just chipped away at people's dead frozen bodies,
Right.
and guy ate frozen body meat, people meat,
But if you were able to cook it, how would you take your human?
medium. Yeah, medium. I was going to say medium rare. Medium, just to make sure everything.
Medium rare plus for me.
Really?
Just a little bit more. What's next?
We're gonna
oh,
play.
yeah, fire
we're gonna
away.
Play Fire Away Friday.
Perfect. All right. So I'm set for the next hour. Our special guest should be arriving here probably the next 30 minutes or so. Just before we begin, beer for breakfast. Cam Cross of the Savannah Taphouse. Cam Cross is an excellent human being. He'll be bringing a beer with him, so I'm very excited to try whatever he brings in.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what's going on at the Savannah Taphouse. Obviously, a great place to go watch all the games. March Madness games. It is a great place. They have 1,000 TVs in there.
The burgers are really good. I like the burgers.
Yeah, burgers are really good. Also, the pretzel bites. I order them literally every time I go.
They're good.
There. All right, we're still a minute and a half away.
Yeah.
Let's see. Good old Richmond Hill, my old stomping grounds. Yeah, Sean. Sean goes, I could probably do 2 to 3 weeks. 21 days, exactly. All right, that was a fun question. I got about a minute and a half. Oh, that's too good of a question. That would take a lot longer than that.
Okay,
We'll hold
save
on
it.
to that.
Save it. So we got the winner of this. Yeah, trivia should be fun. I think I got some good questions.
I'm trying to see who we have next week for beer for breakfast. Let me look that up real quick. That's this week. You dummy.
Excuse me, sorry guys.
Ooh, man, I'm really excited. So we have Cam Cross coming up here in just a few moments for beer for breakfast. Next week, it is Tony Scarpetti from Wicked Weed.
Oh,
Yeah.
huge fan of Wicked Weed. All right, guys, we'll be back. Thanks for hanging out today. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. As always, while you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. So every Thursday night, we post to the Facebook pages, Fire Away Friday. It's a different theme, 3 different songs. You guys get a vote for the song you'd like to hear. So far, prior to last night, it was all from one group. But last night, we chose a theme because last Sunday was the Grammys.
Yep.
And can't say I was overly thrilled with most of the rock category winners.
Fiona Apple won. And I love Fiona Apple, but she should not have been in the rock category.
I think Ice-T and Body Count won the Grammy for Best Metal Performance.
They did.
Which is, I mean, I kind of dig it. Body Count's kind of fun.
All
And
right.
really, I don't know. I think they're kind of fun. All right, so we're looking at past winners for the Best Metal Performance at the Grammys. Metallica actually won the first 3 Grammys in this category.
Oh, wow.
Metallica won. Then it was this one was Stone Cold Crazy, and I don't remember what the third one was, but they won the first 3 in a row. So your choices today are Metallica, Stone Cold Crazy from 1991, Tool, Schism from 2002, and Ghost Cerise from 2016. And it really wasn't even close.
No, I think Metallica won this, right?
Yes, they did, and it was pretty much a runaway. Now, this is the closest Queen ever got to winning a Grammy. They never, Queen, never
Really?
won a Grammy.
Really?
Right. I mean, how do they not win something for even like songwriting? Because, I mean, you look at the lyrics to almost any Queen song and you're like, damn, that's impressive.
That blows my mind. I never knew that
Yeah.
stat. That's incredible. Wow. Yeah, that proves the Grammys the worst.
They don't know what they're doing.
Idiots.
So the closest Queen ever got was this Grammy, won by Metallica for Best Metal Performance for their take on Stone Cold Crazy. It is your Fire Away Friday choice of the day. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Love that track.
So good. So good.
Greg goes, you should look ahead and see who we have in 3 weeks for beer for breakfast so Cotter can plan what beer to have with the human.
Good call. Good call.
So we're going to have a dead body in here? Cool. Chris goes, there was a guy who fasted for a year in Scotland. You could definitely last more than 3 weeks.
Oh, sounds horrible.
For a
Why?
year?
Why? This is a very short break because this song is very short, and we're back in like a minute and a half, and we'll ask for people to participate.
Yeah, if one of you are feeling jumpy, feel free to call in. 1-800-394-1061 here in about a minute and a half, 90 seconds. We'll start taking your phone calls to take on one of us. I have gone 4 days in a row. I am undefeated.
I'm impressed.
I think it was 3 wins and 1 tie.
I think a tie, yeah.
Yeah, so.
And you ran it yesterday, all 7.
Yeah, I went 7 for 7 yesterday. Are you sick of writing trivia for me?
Well, the crappy part is when it comes to putting the show together, it's like, everything else, outlining all the stories, doing all of that, get that done, and then I always forget about trivia. So it's like I'm scrambling right before we have to come do the show, writing trivia. One day, I wrote it while we were doing the show.
It's impressive.
I know.
Absolutely impressive.
Multitasking.
We do have some talents here at the Cotter and Marshall Show.
A little bit.
Aaron goes, it's beer and basketball today, boys. Yeah, we were just talking about you, Aaron. We were talking about how you weren't coming to work and then pretending to work so you could mostly just watch basketball.
Hey, I ain't hating. Do it.
And he totally just proved it.
Yes.
But it's also a great time to point out that you need to fill out your brackets for the Cotter and Marshall Madness over at rock1061.com for your chance to win an Xbox Series X bundle. That Xbox, literally right here.
Man,
this could be
awesome,
yours.
man.
This could be yours in 3 short weeks.
All right, guys, got under 20 seconds. We will be right back. Dude, I love the song anyway, just by Queen, but I still stand by the statement I've made for years. Metallica is the best cover band on the planet.
Oh, that is a bold statement.
Dude, I mean, think about all the songs they've covered. They are all so good.
You know who's an oddly great cover band? You don't even really think about it. Weezer.
That's true.
Weezer has so many covers.
Yeah.
They've done a great job as well. All right, Cotter, we got to jump into, are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? Yes, Cotter and I are both community college dropouts. That pretty much explains why we work in radio. And this is brought to you today by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Buford.
We're going to be heading there, I think, next week. Is that the
I
plan?
think that's something like the plan,
I mean,
yeah.
we keep saying it. We got to make it happen.
We said before the end of the month, we still have like 10 days, 12 days
That's
to
true.
figure this out.
And we're waiting on them to have their gin ready to go.
Yes, their gin is going to be available, I heard, this month.
Okay, so that'll be a lot of fun. We'll give you more updates from Rotten Little Bastard Distillery when we go. With that said, who wants to take one of us on in trivia? All you got to do is give us a call right now, 800-394-1061. We've got a couple different live stream shows coming up, and you get to choose which one you want.
Yeah, Philip H. Anselmo from Pantera fame is doing a Pantera tribute in early April. So, and these live stream pass codes are like $20 a piece. So they do have some good value to them. So you can either choose that or Korn. They're doing one at the end of April entitled Monumental. So just by playing, you don't even have to beat us or tie us. You'll get your choice of one of those passes.
So if you'd like to play, are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? Call now, 800-394-1061.
Hey, dirty, baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I say, hey.
There we go. Rock 161, who's this?
Hey, it's Brian. What's going on, man?
Did you say Ryan or Brian?
Brian.
Brian, cool.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Friday, man. That is awesome. Thank you for calling in. Who would you like to take on today in trivia, myself or Marshall?
faded out. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Who do you want to take on today, myself or Marshall?
Marshall.
Of course.
Damn it.
Dude, Ryan?
I think Marshall's IQ.
The whole week, guys.
Marshall's IQ is half of yours, Tyler, so you know.
He's talking ass. I love it. All right, so Marshall's got the headphones on. He can't hear us. Brian, here's the deal, man. It is 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start after I finish question number 1. If there's any question that you don't know the answer to and like to pass, feel free to do so. And if we have time at the end, we'll come back to it, okay?
Awesome.
All right, here we go, man. Question number 1. Samuel L. Jackson has only one acting Oscar nomination in his career. What Quentin Tarantino movie did he receive his one nomination for? Based on square miles, what is the smallest state in the United States?
Rhode Island.
Correct. Multiple choice. What NBA team drafted Charles Barkley with the 5th pick in the 1984 draft? Rockets, 76ers, or Suns?
76ers.
Correct. In the cartoon The Flintstones, what is the name of Barney Rubble's wife? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. What's the name of Barney Rubble's wife? It's not Wilma. Betty.
Yes. In Scotland, is the word whiskey spelled with the letter E or without the letter E?
In Scotland, without the letter E.
Correct. What planet is closest to the sun?
Pluto.
Incorrect. How many lines does... Oh, I'm sorry. We're out of time, man. You got 4 out of 7. 4 out of 7. Marshall, take off the headphones. Brian got 4 out of 7.
What? 4 out of 7?
4 out of 7.
Okay, Brian.
All right, man. We're going to pot you down. You'll be able to listen to Marshall. We'll be right back to you, okay?
You got it, man.
All right, Marshall, you know the drill. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. With that said, are you ready?
I'm exhausted from winning this week, Cotter, but you know what? Let's get one more.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Samuel L. Jackson has only one acting Oscar nomination in his career. What Quentin Tarantino movie did he receive his one nomination for?
I want to say Pulp Fiction, but I believe it's Django Unchained.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Based on square miles, what is the smallest state in the United States?
Rhode Island.
Correct. What NBA team drafted Charles Barkley with the 5th pick in the
Phoenix Suns.
Incorrect.
Huh.
In the cartoon The Flintstones, what is the name of Barney Rubble's wife?
Betty Rubble.
Correct. In Scotland, is the word whiskey spelled with the letter E or without?
Without.
Correct. What is the closest planet to the sun?
Mercury.
Correct. Multiple choice, how many lines does Arnold Schwarzenegger have in the original Terminator movie? 15, 16, or 17?
Oh, my God. 17.
That is correct.
I believe that's 5, baby.
That is 5. Dang it, Brian. I thought you might have had him today, man. Thought you might have had him.
It was up, man, another few seconds, man. I think we would have tied, and then you would have went to the tiebreaker. I'm telling you.
I know. All right, man. Well, hold on a second. Let me get...
Brian, man, well, I'm sorry this had to happen to you, but yes, I win again. 5-4 is the final score, but here's the good news. We're still going to hook you up with a live stream pass, your choice, either Pantera or Korn. I'll call you up after the show today. We'll get all your information and figure that out, but congratulations on losing to me again today.
All right, thanks, man.
Outstanding. It was a lucky streak this week, Marshall.
I'm
no,
telling
all
you.
luck.
I'm telling you.
All luck, baby.
All right, thanks, man. I'll talk to you later. All right, here are the correct answers. Samuel L. Jackson has only one acting God dang it. Samuel L. Jackson has only one acting Oscar nomination in his career. What Quentin Tarantino movie did he receive the one nomination for? You should have stuck with your first thought.
Was it Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction.
I didn't think it was.
And how has he not had more nominations and won?
I don't know.
The man is a national
He
treasure.
says the F word too much.
I know. That's why he should win. Based on square miles, yes, Rhode Island is the smallest state in the U.S. The Charles Barkley question was actually going to be multiple choice.
It's 76ers.
Yeah, Rockets,
right?
76ers or Suns.
Yeah.
It was the 76ers. Betty is Barney Rubble's wife. In Scotland, whiskey is spelled without the E along.
Weirdos.
Canada is the same way. No E.
Oh.
What planet is closest?
French weirdos.
What planet is closest to the sun? That is Mercury. And in the original Terminator movie, Schwarzenegger only had 17 lines.
Yeah, that's pure guess. I had no idea.
Like 100 words. That was it. And he became a megastar.
Yep, that's probably the best thing that's ever happened to him.
All right, we're back on Monday with more Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys.
We'll be right back.
BRB. boom, here we
Right?
are.
Wow.
We're just throwing you right on the camera, Cam.
No warning.
No
Right.
warning at all. Here we go. Yeah, we're playing back the audio from Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. But in the studio right now, obviously, Cameron Cross of the Savannah Taphouse. Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So we'll start here. I mean, we still got like another 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, no, we got a little bit. So
Nice.
Yeah. Let's mess around. You know what? Let's answer some let's answer some questions here. We'll make Cam go first. Once again, we play Answer the Internet between the breaks here of the Cotter and Marshall Show. We're playing back the audio from Are You Smarter right now. But if you guys could make any two people fight in a no-rules cage match, who would you choose?
Oh, wow.
like real people or
Yeah.
Yeah, these are real people. Well, you know, you're even fake people. Bugs Bunny and Roger Rabbit. Battle of the Best
Ooh.
Rabbit.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I would make Ryan Pace, the general manager of the Chicago Bears, and
and
Matt Nagy, the coach of the Chicago Bears, fight just because that would bring me much joy.
Yeah, I
yes,
get that.
into my life.
I get that.
And you know I'm a football guy, but I think I would put Deshaun Watson versus the GM of the Texans.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
No holds barred.
What about Abraham Lincoln and John Wilkes Booth?
Oh, there you go.
Huh?
That's
You know?
what, that. See, that is a
Revenge fight.
Yeah.
pro wrestling storyline that's
Yeah.
finished off in like a Hell in a Cell match because it's a blood feud, literally.
Tim goes Bill Clinton versus Barack Obama.
Oh.
Chris goes Mitch McConnell and Mike Tyson, just because I want to see that dude get pummeled. I like that. Cotter, any good ones over there? Two people. You could make any two people fight in a no rules cage match. Who would you choose?
I don't know. Can't think of anybody. Sorry, I got nothing.
Yeah, definitely would love to see the guys from the Chicago Bears just absolutely destroy each other. Let's get rid of Kyle Fuller, but we signed Andy Dalton.
Andy effing Dalton.
Andy effing
I'm
Dalton.
getting a shirt that says
Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Do it, man. The coffee's hitting Cotter.
Yeah.
So a little late in the day. All right, well, let's. I mean, I can't really think of two other people I'd really like to see fight
No.
each other. How about this? Hitler and a starved mountain lion. Yeah, those two people I like to see fight in a cage match.
All right.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
How's the tap house going?
Good. Oh, man. Yesterday was rocking
How is
basketball.
How was St. Patty's Day? How did it turn out for you guys? I mean, we were hosting Shamrock Ships on the other
Right.
side of the river. River Street did not look busy. Like on actual St. Patty's Day, was it bad?
Yeah, not what we expected.
Yeah?
It was good. I mean, definitely good, especially for the pandemic, I guess.
Sure.
But definitely not what we expected.
Yeah, expecting a
sure.
much higher volume.
Yeah.
Huh? All right.
Yeah, but we're getting that this weekend though for March Madness for sure.
Oh, I bet. I mean, games start at 12 o'clock today. Tim goes, that blazer is top notch.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
He is the dude in the suit, man. He's got a reputation to.
Downtown, I am known as Suit Dude.
Yeah, he literally doesn't. He doesn't always not wear that. He's always in this costume. Are you gonna wear this all day too?
I haven't decided. I'm on the fence.
Okay.
I brought a change of clothes, but it's gonna be busy, so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, so games start March Madness later on today. Of course, you have a bajillion TVs, a great place to go see the games later on today. Now, here's the bracket, just in case. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you've filled out 1,000 brackets.
I have, yes.
What teams do you like coming out of each side? Give me your final four of the NCAA men's tournament.
Every time I do this, always when I get to the Final Four, it's all ones, and I'm like, this can't happen.
No,
like,
can't
it doesn't happen.
It
right?
never happens.
So it's my number one. I got Gonzaga.
Yep, everyone does.
I think Baylor's getting upset.
Oh, how early?
I think Ohio State's taking them.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it's
okay.
going to be all the way down there to the grade 8. And then I don't like Michigan. I think Michigan's getting upset.
Okay. So do you think and they're in the
East.
okay, they're in the East. Okay.
Florida State, man. I know everybody's riding them. I think Florida State.
They're one of the most highly betted on teams currently. Florida State, Baylor was the other one, and what was the third
Gonzaga.
one? Gonzaga. Okay, yeah.
I remember. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when like Gonzaga making it for the first few times. It was like they were the Cinderella story
Oh,
in the whole
absolutely.
tournament. And now they're just like one
Expected.
of the
It's expected every year.
They haven't won a tournament, correct? Or have they?
No, I don't think they've won.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah,
biggest
no.
storyline is they haven't
because
won.
they had a
tournament
decent
yet.
run one year when they
Right.
were like that Cinderella where they won the first couple games,
Yeah.
right? Didn't they have that run?
And then in the other division, I like San Diego State.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Like
All
I'm
right.
telling you, this is going to be the weirdest, I think, tournament out there.
I hope so.
How many teams have to bow out because of COVID?
Oh,
Duke.
yeah,
Duke currently.
Well, no, I'm
is-
talking the ones that
I
are in
know.
the
Right.
tournament.
No,
many-
I think everyone's good. I mean,
yeah,
they
I think
had,
so too.
They had 8 positive tests out of like thousands. They mentioned the other day. So now I think we're good when it comes to the actual playing of the tournament. I mean, look, the majority of these teams are out after today or out after the weekend.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
32
that's
of them are
true.
bounced
That's-
immediately.
yeah.
So I mean, things will get a lot tighter within the bubble. So I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, they're in Indiana. Who the hell lives in? There's no one in Indiana. Like
Jesus
literally, they doubled the
Christ.
population of Indiana when they're like, we're gonna do the tournament there. All right. So how much time we got left?
We've got another.
Oh, loads time. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let's ask another answer the internet question. If every time you got a boner, the same song would start playing, what song would you want? Pop goes the weasel.
No. What's the Queen song, Mr. Fahrenheit?
Don't stop me now.
Don't stop me now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't stop me now. Having a good time. Having a good time.
That's a good one.
Wow. Every time you got a boner, the same song would start playing. What would you want? Drop your comments in the chat for everyone watching. Once again, if every time you got a boner, the same song would start playing, what song would you want? I don't know. That's a tough one. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
It's a celebration
Right,
of me.
it's true. It's a celebration.
That would probably be my choice. All right, let's do another. Get rid of this one here. Who's the number one celebrity or athlete you want to see come back to life? Start with you, Cam.
Oh man.
That's tough.
Yeah. Right. I mean, Braves fan growing up, Steeler fan.
Yeah.
Oof. I don't know.
I'm gonna
You
s-
got, who
well,
you got?
Go
George
ahead.
Carlin. I think the world needs George Carlin
Oh,
right now.
at this time?
I think right now he would have a field day and he would not care about cancel culture, and I think he would drop truths that people need to hear. George,
Wow.
in this specific moment, George Carlin.
I can't
That's pretty
really
good.
I can't really think of an athlete, but I would just go with Elvis. And then I would want him to explain how he died so we can get
Right,
over it.
yeah.
And then you can die
end
again.
it.
That's fine. Give me 5 minutes of your time.
Raven Dantes just goes Chester, like the cheetah. Is he dead?
Chester Bennington?
Yeah. Oh, Chester. Oh, yeah. Also, not the cheetah.
Yeah.
No.
It'd be weird. It'd be weird if they killed off the cheetah from.
Yeah.
They killed off Mr. Peanut?
Yes, he goes Bennington, dummy Marshall. Yeah, yeah. We could definitely use Chester. Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
He'd be a good one as well. Obviously, those two will always be connected in that way.
I would like Jimi Hendrix to come back just to.
Put more LSD in his headband.
Yeah.
and absolutely
just to
trip.
experience that
trip balls.
in real life.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put on the delay. So I'm going to take us off of this right here.
Okay.
That should be fine there.
Are we off the stream then?
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. All right, guys, we're just building up the delay.
Not
just
that
in
I don't
case
trust Cam, but
Cam,
I don't
yeah.
trust Cam.
Cam's going to drop the F-bombs.
Not that-
I've been practicing.
Wanda said, yes, George all the way. Said it last year when everything started shutting down.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I think he would be.
He would be the biggest comedian at the moment. Like I think
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is obviously probably the biggest comedian.
Yes.
Most successful at the moment.
Yeah, I think Dave Chappelle and George Carlin have a lot in common. You know, with how they construct what they do. Because I mean, half the time I can't say what Dave does is tell jokes. I think he's telling stories.
He's just telling
Yeah.
stories.
and they're funny and they're truthful and they're serious and they're meaningful, and that's what Carlin was. So I mean, I think they have a lot in common with their how they look at the world and how they deliver what they do.
Without a doubt. So the beer we're going to be reviewing
yeah.
today. Do you want to leave it as a surprise? Or you just want to go ahead and show us?
Well, I got a couple. I don't know what style. I think we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Have you had that one yet?
I just bought it. I haven't had it
Okay.
yet.
Here, I'll show it off on the camera.
I just bought it.
From
It's in
the
my house.
Brewing Project, this is Breakfast Buds, an imperial stout with coffee, milk, sugar, and
Right?
maple syrup. That sounds
I-
delightful.
Nice.
I see. So I thought.
Ooh.
What's this one?
I don't know. That one sounds
Maybe we won't try that one. Maybe we'll try High Wires Loves AVL corn lager brewed with chili peppers and lime.
I don't know,
right?
man.
I know. And then I was packing it up the cooler last night, and I go, "Oh no!" And my wife's like, "What?" I was like, "It has bananas." I was like,
yes.
But the name alone, I thought it's
Morning smack. Bacon. That doesn't look good.
Let me see this one. All right. Morning, like the old 50s-ish
Yeah.
cartoons from Three Taverns. Morning Smack. It's a maple bacon banana coffee milk stout coming at 8%. That sounds delightful.
Now, if we were going on
Now it's like a clown car. He just keeps pulling out beers.
You
if
got-
we
you got
were going
Carrot
on,
Top in
if we were
studio.
going on names alone, read that one.
Would you drink me? I drink me. I drink me so hard.
It's a double IPA.
From
That's a great
Wanuka,
name.
Wisconsin. This is
I think the name foreign.
a Foreign Objects Beer Company out of Waunakee, Wisconsin. Is that the same place where they did that Making a Murder show? Is this murder beer?
On the beer name scale of supremacy, that is 5 out of 5.
That
Right,
is a
that's
5 out of
good.
5.
Yeah, that's great.
Damn, this is a 9%er
I know.
too.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
All right, Carrie Top, you got any more coming out of that bag?
I got one more, but I can't remember if that's the one you guys had last time or not.
Revolution Donuts and Coffee. Actually, I think we tried this one at our beer meeting.
We had the lime one.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
multiple
okay.
ones.
Is that the donut? The
Berries and cream,
Okay,
milkshake
I
style
got the dark chocolate.
IPA.
Oh, did you?
And that was really
I always
good.
got that one.
I enjoyed that one quite a bit.
So which one?
Which one should we try?
Man,
Connor, I leave it up to you. You're the boss.
I want to do the high wire.
All right, let's do High Wire.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm down for that,
Yeah.
man.
There you go.
All right, perfect.
I'm intrigued. So we're gonna talk first, come back, second break, try beer.
Well, yeah, let's talk about Tap House. Let's talk about what's going on.
Yep.
Let's talk about March Madness. Maybe we can get a couple of Cam's pick on who he thinks is going to win, and then we'll come back and we'll try the beer on the second break.
Perfect. And I mean, it's only 3 minutes in between because it's awesome.
All right, guys, 2 minutes
Still have
left.
2
We'll
minutes.
jump back on the air. Once again, thanks, everyone, for hanging around on the live stream today. Make sure you got less than 4 hours. Fill out your
Yeah.
bracket at rock1061.com for Connor Marshall Madness. You win an Xbox Series X bundle. There's the Xbox.
Do I
cross
go ahead
over.
and take it now?
No,
or do
you-
I have to wait till the end?
Yeah, you got to wait to the end. It's not like a guest gift.
No, I know I filled out a bracket.
And for appearing on the Cotter and Marshall
Yeah.
show,
It's
the
like-
Xbox Series X.
It's like being on Ellen.
Yeah, we don't have that budget, man. You're gonna have this sticker right here. There you go.
Oh, heck
See,
yeah. I'm so
everyone gets
excited.
a sticker.
There you go. Did the first guest get a sticker?
He's actually the first guest we've given a sticker to. All right,
Smith, I owe you a sticker.
Yeah, right.
we got 90 seconds, but there is a really good question that's very easily answered. If you had to eat one human body part,
What is it with you and cannibalism?
they must have been right next to each other.
Okay.
I'm just asking. We asked the cannibal question earlier. How quickly would you become a cannibal? I said 5 days.
Sure.
You said essentially 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Both of you answer, please. If you had to eat one human body part, what would it be? And I just love the pictures they put on this. Just boobs, a butt, and a foot.
I think I'm going thigh.
I was thinking
leg,
thigh.
the leg meat. There's
Yeah.
plenty of there. There's a lot to eat.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm going thigh. I'm not worried about getting
What
anything
about like the
weird.
stomach, the belly area?
Got her immediately just threw up.
It's like human haggis.
Human. I'm gonna go. Give me some shoulder. Give me some,
Okay.
pork shoulder.
All right.
Little
Human
rump
shoulder,
roast, maybe?
Yeah, just probably be nice. Slow cook it. Oh, that'll be good. All right, that was fun. If you had, if you guys want to drop in the chat, if you had to eat one human body part, what would it be? Golden shoulder, man. Give me that shoulder.
All right, guys, 15 seconds. We'll be right back. Scott and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Beer for breakfast. We're joined in studio by Cameron Cross from the Savannah Taphouse. If you're on the stream, yes, that is a Pittsburgh Steelers suit he's wearing.
It goes from his neck all the way down to his tennis shoes. It is an outstanding outfit.
Yes.
So your boss is Ben Roethlisberger.
Correct.
So when is he going to retire?
Never? Yeah, as long as they keep paying him. He won't he wants that money, man.
Can't blame him.
Yeah.
All right, so you brought a cooler of beer, and it was like a clown car. You just kept pulling beers out of this cooler. So we're going to get to the beer in a little bit. I'm super intrigued by what we're going to drink today, so we'll tell you what it is shortly. First, let's talk Savannah Taphouse, man, one of the best places in town for sports, and this has got to be just a huge weekend to head down for the Taphouse. How you feeling about the tournament this year?
I'm loving it. With the people that came out yesterday just for the play-in games, it was amazing. We didn't get it last year, so I kind of forgot what it was like. And then all of a sudden, I was like, "Oh man, I forgot how fun this was." I mean, you got guys throwing money on table, betting like halftime score, like final scores. It's a lot of fun.
What game was the? I fell asleep at 9:30 last night as part of doing the morning show. Now I heard it was the Wichita game that was ridiculous. Had a crazy ending last night. There was some game last night that people were crazy about.
Yeah, they won it on the last shot. I want to say it was the Mount St. Mary's game, maybe. But Michigan State and UCLA went into overtime. That was pretty intense.
People, I mean, just the playing games, people were excited for the fact that March Madness is back. Now, obviously, we've been talking about March Madness a lot. We have the Cotter Marshall Madness going on right now. But, Cam, I got to ask you. You've probably filled out 27 brackets at this point.
Yes.
Obviously, you have to be well-versed in all the games because you are playing them all at Savannah Taphouse. I mean, let's just go straight to it. Who do you think is going to win the national championship this year?
I got Gonzaga this year. I know it's cliche picking a number one, but
undefeated.
Yeah, I feel that they got the mojo going. I think they're going to do it.
They don't know the taste of defeat, and that's the only reason I won't pick them. I know they had a couple scares here and there, but I mean, they just don't know what defeat is. Yeah. I just can't put my money on a team that's undefeated.
Who do you have?
Illinois.
Oh.
Homer.
I moved away from that state. I don't even like it. Illinois, they're just a gritty team. They're very, very gritty.
Dark horse. Is there any sort of underdog you think maybe has an outside chance?
I like San Diego State.
Okay.
I think they might go far and do some damage.
Okay.
What do you think about Georgia Tech in the first round? They're going to take down Chicago Loyola?
Big guy's big on Georgia Tech, man.
Sister Jean, baby.
I know,
She's got powers.
I know. Don't bet against her.
I don't know. I think regardless, like you were saying, there are people in just, for the playing games already. I just think ratings are going to be huge for this.
Yeah.
I think people are just going to go nuts over this. And people are losing a lot of money this year. Yeah. They're making up for last year.
Yeah.
It's like I stockpiled from last year. I didn't bet, so they're trying to make up, for last year.
I already know how bad this is probably going to go for me, so I'm just going to say right now, my bracket's already busted. Even before the games start, my bracket's already busted.
You got a shot at the perfect bracket still.
We all technically do. Technically. Maybe. I don't know.
All right, so what else you guys got going on at the Tap House?
So, we're running beer bucket specials for March Madness.
Yep.
And then, right after March Madness, what do we have? Baseball.
Opening
day, man.
Opening
that is
day.
The best day ever, I feel, is opening day baseball.
Now, you go to games quite a bit. Are the Braves having fans in stadium this year?
Did they decide?
Yeah, I think they are. I think it's like 30% or maybe a little bit less, but I was offered opening day tickets. But
Are you going?
No, it's on a Friday, man. I know. I might see what I could do, but as of right now,
we'll fill in for you at the Tap House.
Oh, will you? Oh, man, that should be a fun shift.
That would be the worst thing ever.
Talk about bucket specials.
Yeah.
We suck at math. You don't want us doing this.
It would be a very bad night for you, sadly.
So you're a big craft beer guy.
Yeah.
You obviously with your cooler full of 12 different beers we had for options today. Do you remember like the craft beer that got you into craft beer?
I remember hearing you guys.
I'm curious. It's an interesting question.
It is. So when I first started out, Smirnoff Ice is what I started out on.
Is that a craft beer?
No. But that's what I started out on.
How his alcoholism started.
Okay.
Yes.
Then working in the restaurant industry, I went to a house party and somebody handed me a Budweiser.
Oh,
and I was
I've heard
like,
of that.
oh, all right. I was a Bud guy for the longest time.
Okay.
Craft, man. I mean, Fat Tire. I liked Fat Tire, New Belgium, man.
I think that's a good entry. I think that's probably an entry for a lot of people because it was something that was nationwide.
Right.
You can get it pretty much anywhere, and Fat Tire's a good beer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a good beer.
Fat Tire, Sam Adams. I
Yep.
mean, those are easy access to the craft beer world just because they're so widely available. I agree 100%.
Now, it's Sam Adams. So when I was upper teenagers, my uncle was in the Marines, and so whenever he'd come home, I always go visit him. And he was like, if you ever can find Sam Adams, because this was before it was everywhere. And he's like, this is the best beer I've ever had. If you can ever find Sam Adams, find it. So Sam Adams was like my first craft beer. I remember where I ordered it at. It was a Red Lobster in Peoria.
Sick.
And they had Sam Adams
Cheddar
on the menu.
biscuits, baby.
I'm telling you, they had Sam Adams on the menu, and I remember that conversation with my uncle. I'm like, I got to try this. And instantly you knew, I mean, not that Sam Adams is like this earth-shattering, different flavor of craft beer, but you knew it wasn't a Budweiser. You knew it wasn't a Bud Light, and you're like, this is something different.
But back in the day, Sam Adams was like,
it was
up there.
Yeah. So good.
And then everything exploded.
Right, yeah.
Now we have beers like the one we're going to be trying here in a few minutes from Highwire.
Yeah, what are we drinking?
All right, so it is actually a corn lager brewed with chili peppers and lime. Highwire and Catawba Brewing did a collaboration.
This is weird.
Where'd you get this at?
Where did I get? I think it was Habersham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Habersham.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So
cool.
I'm down to try it. So we're going to do it here in about 3 minutes. Got brand new Papa Roach. This is the ending Cotter and Marshall show. Beer for breakfast. Rock 106.1. Sorry, new buttons.
yeah.
More buttons. When we got the delay on, I got to do different things.
Who came up with the streaming idea for the morning show?
That was Marshall, man. That was all him.
Yeah.
I had to get permission. And then people had to buy me things. No, but Cotter and I both worked on it. So, the streaming thing was just something I've been wanting to do with the afternoon show, but because of the pandemic, we weren't doing a ton of stuff live. And I'm like, well, this doesn't exactly make the most sense.
Right.
But, the way things are going, you have to just not be one thing anymore. You have to do multiple things. So now we're streamers.
What y'all do before streaming, like during the show?
Just stare at each other.
Yeah.
Spit on them from a distance.
Well, be honest. It's like we didn't necessarily do the whole show live.
Right.
Live. So we did a couple hours. We record some of it. So yeah, we would just sit and stare at each other. It was awkward. You know? But this is way more fun.
It's so fun. I feel like I have so many friends now. I got the stream.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, we have a good amount of people that hang with us every single morning. It kind of dips and dives. You can tell when people are going to work, and coming, or actually people like just listening to us. Yeah. Whenever they can. But yeah, it's fun to like kind of hang out, and it's like I was talking to my wife after the first week, and I go, I don't know if there's something wrong. My jaw hurts. She goes, what do you mean? I'm like I feel like my teeth shifted or something. I don't know what's going on. She's like, well, you're probably just not we're used to talking 4 hours straight for a day. And I'm like, you're right. And it took like a week and a half. Like my jaw, it feels fine now. But
no, I get it.
The muscles around here really, really hurting.
Yeah.
No, I like the whole setup, the stream, the show, being able to come in and doing it live. It's like you get into radio for a reason, and then as you get other responsibilities, eventually the on-air part isn't top priority.
Right.
And it's like, well, I got to make sure this is happening and this is getting done. And it's like, all right, I'll get to the show eventually. By doing this live and being on the stream and talking more, needing more content, instantly the show is top priority for me.
Yeah.
And the fact that that's the case makes me happy. It's fun. The streaming part makes it great. So just this whole setup has been great.
Yeah.
And I say that 3 weeks in, 3 months in.
Different story. All right, let's go ahead and answer a question from
Got about a minute.
Answer the Internet. This one will be fast. How old is too old to watch cartoons?
Never. Yeah.
Never.
Wow, Jesus, that came quick.
No.
My wife hates cartoons.
What?
Yeah.
Is she a human being?
What?
She's not into it. Doesn't want to watch the Pixar films. She's like mostly against cartoons. Some forms of cartoons she's okay, like Archer and stuff. The rest of it, she's not good with.
I don't think I've met anybody.
Dude, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
Damn.
Also, back to our conversation about eating a body part. Our Raven Dantes goes, thigh, most meat and easy to cook.
Right, man. Getting most of your money.
How do you know that's easy to cook? Are you basing this upon chicken thighs?
All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, thanks for hanging out on the stream today, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Beer for breakfast. We've got our third camera option. We've got Cam from Savannah Taphouse in studio. Thank you for hanging out, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Guest number 3, once again, you'll get to sign the wall.
Sweet.
So today's beer, I'm excited about. We had, like I said, 4,700 options. Yeah, a small cooler. It's bigger on the inside. It's like the TARDIS. So we've got a beer from Highwire. It's a corn lager brewed with peppers and lime. I mean, this is so interesting, just the sound of this beer.
Yeah, it's a collab with Catawba and Highwire Brewing. This thing is coming in at 5.5% alcohol. Yeah, corn lager, which sounds weird in the first place. You don't really hear that much. But with chili peppers and lime, that's something I'm into. Now, this beer is called Highwire Loves AVL. AVL is the airport code to Asheville.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Actually, Cam told me just seconds before we went on the air.
So Catawba, I believe, is based out of Asheville.
I think
or Highwire is. Yeah.
I think they're
Highwire.
both out of Asheville.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
because we've been to both when we went. Yeah, I'm thinking this is like a burrito in a can. Is what I'm thinking. Right
I hope so.
You know,
Or like chips and salsa.
Do we like that idea?
I love that idea.
All right. Well, I just opened it. Let's go ahead and pour it out. Then we'll go over.
Yeah. So
our typical items of review.
This will be. I don't know if I've ever had something like that. I mean, I've had beer with lime in it. I've had beer with peppers in it. I don't know if I've ever had a corn lager before. So I mean, all of it just sounds interesting.
So let's take a big old sniff of this beautiful beer. Definitely getting a bunch of that lime.
Yeah. You get a lot of lime. You get a little bit of the corn, so it kind of it's like a tortilla.
You get any heat from the peppers?
No, not in the nose.
All right, let's go ahead and hold it up to the light. I mean, it's your typical kind of golden yellow lagerish color, kind of what you think of when you pour a Bud Light.
Let's drink.
Yeah.
Cheers, Cam. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Getting a lot of the corn and lime. You're not getting much of the peppers, I don't think.
A little on the back end, but not much at all.
Yeah, I was hoping the spice on this needs to be drastically more. I mean, it's super. It's easy to drink.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it, but I just really wish there was more heat on the back end of this beer.
But honestly, not a bad collaboration between these two. Catawba, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's not a ton of great beers that I think come from that brewery. Highwire is different. They do a lot more adventurous stuff, I think, when it comes to beers.
Right. Some of Highwire's like they do like the 1040.
Yep.
The super thick stouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are so good.
Right.
And when we went to Highwire, they had this weird cherry sour. Then when we went a couple years ago, that was good. But Catawba, I mean, they're very hit and miss for me.
That white zombie beer, I'm not.
Not really into.
It sells.
Does it?
it sells at my place. For
Okay,
sure.
then we love it.
Cam
it's actually
is totally
delicious.
into this beer.
But I am getting a whole lot more Catawba one-offs. Like I have a King Cake pastry stout by them right now.
How is it?
Really good.
Okay.
Why
really good.
pastry stouts seem to be a thing right
now?
Yeah. Why is everyone doing a pastry? Like, why haven't we had this before? I've been a champion of Pop-Tarts for years, and suddenly you're just joining the bandwagon beers? Come on.
Wasn't there a brewery that did like a Pop-Tart inspired beer? It wasn't a stout, but they I don't remember what it is now. They did like a Pop-Tart inspired pastry ale or something weird. I don't know.
I
Throw
have no
pastry
idea.
in front of any type of beer right now.
I will Google that later.
All right, fair enough. All right, so let's do it, man. On the beer scale of supremacy, Cam, out of 5,
Man,
where are you going with it?
I know how you guys rate. So by the name alone, I would go 2.7.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's.
But where's the peppers?
There's no peppers. We're big on if it's on the label, be in the beer.
It's true. All right. I mean, coming over to me, you do make a great point, Cam. I mean, if it's on the can, I better taste the damn thing in the can. You know what? You're right. I need to hit Highwire and Catawba where it hurts. I'm giving this a 2.3.
Okay.
Ooh.
I was going 2.5, so I'm right in the middle with you guys. It's not a bad beer by any
not
means.
at all.
I just want more chili in it.
Actually, you know what? It's a really great hot day beer.
Right.
Just because of the lime and everything. The Mexican corn would go great with chips and salsa, like straight up chips and salsa. I mean, I think that's where that thing could shine. But not the greatest.
I know, kind of a letdown just because of what was on the can. But Cam, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank
you
you
for stopping by.
Yeah.
Once again, Savannah Taphouse. What kind of deals can people get during March Madness? What do you got going on?
Bucket specials.
Bucket specials.
That's all you really need for March Madness, right?
Exactly.
That's all you need. Is
Do you
beer-
have
beer
chips and
baseball.
salsa?
We have a form of chips and salsa.
That's all we need to know.
There
We'll
you go.
be there. A game start at 12 noon today.
Yep.
Come see them.
All right, Cam from the Tap House, head on down for March Madness all this weekend. Cotter and Marshall show coming back. We'll wrap it up with Marshall's music news. Rock 106.1. So many buttons. So many buttons.
Yeah,
I can't. So normally with the delay being on, things are different. So I can't. We're technically the board is hot. So it's like I can't have program down or we go over the air, but I have to have audition down so we go over the stream. I can't have program here so it can't hear us. So I have to go to audition. So then I have to dial down the delay because if I would just kill it, it would like skip 8 seconds. So it's like too many damn buttons.
there's a lot of buttons.
So many buttons.
Look who shows up. Gibby's back
Oh,
on the street
finally.
today. So, he goes, someone dressed up for the occasion. Obviously, Cotter in his once-a-week vest.
No, I was thinking.
Or, oh, shoot, maybe, yeah, Cam. It's definitely
dressed
not me. I just wear... Hey, man, when it comes to winters, dude, it's hoodie season, all right? It is hoodie season. I'm gonna wear it out until I can't because it's about to be 1,000 degrees at 6 a.m. in the morning. So, Gibby goes, love the Steelers.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. There is a Pop-Tart beer. Came out in December 3rd of 2020.
Okay.
Dang.
I thought there was something different. I thought there was a
They're saying it's with 21st Amendment toaster pastry.
toaster pastry stuff.
Indies.
We've had that.
Yeah.
We reviewed that years ago because I want to say there was something like that.
Yeah. This is weird. Whatever. Anyway, there's that.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone choose Gonzaga to win the NCAA March
Yeah,
Madness
that's it.
tournaments. Gibby goes, what about a pickle beer? Got
There-
a pickle beer?
Yeah, didn't Coastal
Coastal did one. They
Yeah.
did the Pickle Rick. Hopatomica has Chance the Pickler,
really?
which they'll do every now and then. A
You
pickle
got
beer.
any pickle beer on tap right now?
No,
Uh,
it's hard to get.
Oh, I
A
bet.
lot of those are like one-offs, and the
Yeah.
brewery won't release them.
I like how you're just like, no, sir.
Yeah, no, it's not that I don't like pickles, but
Coastal's is really good. I mean, it's one of those beers. It's like I'm going to try it, but I'm not going to sit there and pound a lot of them. You know,
Right.
it's I'm trying. It's like a Service one time did an onion beer,
yeah,
and
That's disgusting.
I didn't mind it.
yeah,
It was one of those.
I remember
it's-
that.
I'm not going in and getting a 6-pack of it.
Right.
But as a one-off, I'm like, all right, that's different. It's kind of fun.
Is it because you're an old man and like you eat like liverwurst and onion sandwiches and that's why you're fine with that?
Don't judge. Liverwurst sandwich, man.
Man, dude, my parents loved onion sandwiches. Like gross, like bread with just a slice of onion on it. They were poor.
My wife is nuts about onions. And, I mean, where it's like she'll put it on anything and lemons. She'll just like eat a lemon.
Ooh.
Very weird.
Gibby wants to know. I'm guessing with that onion beer, was it Vidalia?
Yes, it
Onions?
was. It was.
Is that a thing?
I mean, it was just
Obviously
like
not an onion guy.
it was so weird.
Onion rings.
I
Bring
love
'em on.
onion rings. But I mean, it was one of those things where I'm like, okay, that's for what it is. That's not bad.
All right, Cam. Before you get out of here, we got to ask you one more question.
Uh-oh.
Got to ask.
He's got beer now. He's hanging out until beer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hang out.
Anywhere.
And we got another
I
one.
gotta we got to make sure we keep answering the internet.
Yeah.
If you got a one-time pass to do whatever you wanted, what crime would you commit?
Oh man. I mean, it's got to be rob a bank so you can get all the money, right?
I'm going like Ocean's 11, robbing a casino. I get one. Let's make it big. Let's make it a spectacle.
How much money do you think a casino has, like, on hand at once?
I don't even care. I just thought it'd be cool.
It's got to be millions.
You would think?
Yeah.
I would steal the Mona Lisa.
That'd be good too. That's
Yeah, just-
awesome. I like that.
I don't even care about the money, the
But then
notoriety.
what would you do?
I don't.
with it?
I just hang it up.
It's next to the TV.
I'd literally hang in the studio behind camera 3.
Is that the?
Yeah.
Oh,
It is. It is. You will not believe the story on how I got
Yeah.
there.
what's the first story? I'm sorry. Was it AC/DC or do you have something different? I know.
Let's see. I've got stories were rough today. I got Chevelle, Sharon Osbourne, and AC/DC.
Which one do you want to do first?
Let's run with. Oh, I don't know. Let's do AC/DC, Chevelle, then Sharon. I kind of want to bounce that Sharon story. There was nothing going on.
We'll
Let's
go
see.
into the AC/DC
Let's see. Maybe if I had someone to replace that. Sharon Osbourne's just kind of a crappy person.
You've been saying it for years.
Yeah, it's true. Greta Van Fleet has a new song, Broken Bells. X Guns N' Roses drummer Matt Sorum has an autobiography. Ooh, that's actually good. Fear Factory teases new album cover. I don't care about that. The music video for Surge's album Electric Yerevan just came out.
I'm going to take us out of this real quick. All right, there we go.
Gibby had a good answer. He goes, one-time pass, grow the largest marijuana empire.
Oh, shoot. That's a good call.
That's a money-making scheme right there.
Yeah, it is.
I'll kill that Sharon story. Kiss. I'm going to do a story on Kiss. 2 stories on Kiss in a week. I know. Wild.
12 years without a Kiss story, and all of a sudden.
Yeah. We're doing AC/DC first?
Yeah.
And how much time we got?
We've got a live Pearl Jam 5 minutes. Going to go into Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells.
I liked your AC/DC selection you got over there.
Oh, yeah?
That was my 18th birthday present, was AC/DC tickets.
Oh, I've never seen them live.
Ooh.
I know, man.
I'm still deaf for
Yeah,
those.
I've heard. I've heard.
You. I don't know
The
how my dad
Cannons,
hears.
with the
Yeah.
Cannons,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, man.
So is Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
Big time deaf. Gibby goes, as long as it's not Corey Taylor for a bit. Yeah. Hey, man, Corey Taylor went on like a string of stuff, and he just laid out little Easter eggs in each one. I mean, I had to talk about them. They're a big deal. Brian Johnson, the story we'll do about Brian Johnson, AC/DC, is about how he joined the group. It's a fun little story.
So I got a story. So I met up with a guy we used to work with yesterday, Rick Hirschman, who's in town. He's from Illinois. And he was telling me a story because we were talking about how do we get on the topic of Jesse James Dupree. We got on the topic of Jesse James Dupree, lead singer of Jackal. And there's a story that Jesse James Dupree saved AC/DC.
Really?
So I don't know where it was in the timeline of their career, but they were hanging out, whatever. They're at a bar. And Brian Johnson was like, we're broke. We got no money. Our contract is just effed us. The record label effed us. We got nothing. And Jesse James Dupree, you don't realize this, dude is an excellent businessman, uber smart. And the story is that he went, let me see the contract. Let me work it out for you. You got to make money like this on this. You got to make money here on touring. You got to make money here on merchandise. This is where you're going to make your money. And supposedly Jesse James Dupree basically redid AC/DC's contract with the record label. And a couple years later, they're like, turn everything around, making shit tons of money. Now, like I said, I don't know where they were in the timeline of AC/DC, but they went from broke to not broke because of Jesse James Dupree, which I thought was very interesting.
Man, that would be a great story. You did a short interview with Jesse James a couple weeks back, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's a super cool guy.
Yeah.
So years ago, they're known for Down on Me and the Chainsaw Song. And I mean, Chainsaw Song wasn't necessarily a radio song. It's just when he busts out the chainsaw at a concert. But years ago, he came out with a song. He's from Georgia. And he's something about Georgia girls or something. And, we played it at night. I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. It's, Georgia and all this stuff. He called me. The record label gave him my cell phone number. And out of the blue, he just calls me. He's like, hey, man, just want to thank you for playing my song, all this stuff. Super nice guy. I'm like, that was one of the most bizarre things ever. And then he was in Savannah. He played a show at the Stage on Bay. And we ended up going backstage because he got his own whiskey. And just sat around drinking his whiskey for a couple hours and just talking. And super smart businessman, man. He gets it.
Jesse James Dupree.
I got another question. How do you come up with the names for the live streams every day?
Oh, I base it on mostly what we have coming up.
Yeah.
So today's was the Falcon and the 2 Dummies. For the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Plus we played the game.
That was a lot of fun.
It's so ridiculous.
Is it a bird?
You took it too seriously though.
I was in, man. I was in.
He got 80% today, man.
I saw.
Much better than.
I will never not take that as seriously for whatever reason.
Yeah. Dude, I had such a hard time. I had a case of the wet brain on Thursday after St. Patty's Day.
Now I did say Ella, who is 17 years old, got the Nightmare on Elm Street one last night.
How many did she get total? Did you give her all of them?
I did. I couldn't remember all of them because I didn't have the sheet in front of me. She got Nightmare on Elm Street. She got Hunger Games. No, she didn't get Hunger Games. After I told her what it was, she got a kick out of it. She got Home Alone. She got at least 2. But I didn't give her all of them.
I also got 2, and I was hungover.
right.
So good for me.
But yeah, when she got Nightmare on Elm Street,
am I smarter than a 17-year-old?
No.
Kind of.
Not Ella? No. Some maybe. Ella, no.
Let's see her start a live stream.
Yeah.
See how much of a genius she is. Gibby goes, can I request Metallica for When the Bell Tolls, please? As long as it's not Corey Taylor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can probably get that on. All right, first story, we'll talk about AC/DC, kind of about how Brian Johnson joined the group. He kind of told that story in a recent interview. I thought that was a lot of fun and involves a vacuum cleaner ad. So we'll definitely talk about that. How much more time we got?
We got about 40 seconds.
Okay. This is story 1, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not it. That's it. There it is. Sorry, Cam, you get kicked off the cameras. You can hang around, though.
I need to take my camera and push it back just a little. Even on the other shot, feel very close.
I have you zoomed in on this one.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's a little different on the standard.
Okay. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out, Cotter and Marshall Show. Everybody on the stream, thank you. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, check us out, man. Doing it every day of the show, starting at 6 o'clock. You can see what goes on in between breaks. We'll be stupid and do random weird things, and you can experience. It's like a totally different 360 immersion when you're watching the stream.
You definitely, it's essentially smell-o-vision as well. You smell things that you really shouldn't.
All right, with that said, how about story 1 of Marshall's Music News?
In a recent interview, Brian Johnson of AC/DC kind of explained how he joined the band. Now, he had a great chance to join the band right after the death of Bon Scott, but he needed an extra push to eventually join the group. Well, he got a call one day because he was a well-known singer at that point.
Right.
He got a call one day from a German woman, and she had a pretty heavy accent. And he said it was just a call out of the blue, and she asked him to come to London to audition for an unnamed band. And at that point, he said he didn't know it was AC/DC at the time. He said, nah, I'm good. Because the woman wouldn't tell him anything.
Yeah,
But
I get that.
The woman was insistent, eventually giving Johnson the clue that it was for AC/DC. But he still declined. He said, they're a great band, but I'm 32. I'm past my sell-by date. They'll not be interested in me. It'd be a waste of a trip. Right?
Wow.
So it's crazy.
Have some self-esteem, buddy.
He was just not into auditioning for AC/DC, even though they were giving him a chance. Well, he was contacted by a guy who's like an executive producer for the Monty Python films, because he's heard of Brian Johnson.
Love it.
And he offered him a significant amount of money to come sing on a Hoover vacuum cleaner advertisement.
What?
But he had to come to his studio in London, which is the same place that lady wanted him to go to audition for AC/DC. So, obviously, with a whole bunch of money he made from the Hoover advancement that he got before he even sang on the dang commercial, he decided, well, yeah, I'm going to go there. And he hit up that lady. He's like, hey, you know what? I am available. I'll try it out. Why not? Well, of course, 10 albums later, he is in one of the biggest rock bands of all time. So, a Hoover vacuum cleaner ad provided us Brian Johnson, obviously now the lead singer and has always pretty much been the AC/DC lead singer for my entire lifetime. So there you go. What a wild story.
Except for Axl. Does that count still?
No, I'm blaking that out. We don't need
It's like John Corabi and Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did something, but was he really part of the band?
Speaking of John Corabi, he's coming to Victory North.
That's true. Can't wait for that. No, that'll be fun. I'm just talking his Motley Crue history, you know. All right, here we go. Some AC/DC. It is Back in Black. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
You know, the best part about Friday is I get to drink beer.
It does not suck.
At 9 a.m.
It does.
The last 2 Fridays, I'm not going to lie, I've gone pretty much straight out and continued drinking.
That's true.
Yeah, I've
right?
just gone, I've day drinked.
If I didn't have to pick up my kid, I'd probably continue.
Oh.
I got to go pick up my kid.
Tell her to take an Uber, man.
All right.
We made Keith do that a few times because neither of my kids got their driver's license. It's like my biggest regret as a parent. It's my one huge failure as a parent.
Mm-hmm.
So neither of them had it, and it came to the point where it's like you're on your own with certain situations. So there was times Keith, it's like because he'd have to stay after for something or go to school early. I'm like, can't take you. You're Ubering yourself to school. He had to do that. Ella hasn't had to do that yet. So eventually,
because she's the favorite child.
Now her schedule is just the past year she hasn't had to do anything after school because she can't because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So that's what.
Well, we haven't done. None of us have done anything.
No, I know.
I
That's,
know,
right? That's what I'm saying. With Keith, it was a bunch of after-school activities. Yeah. That's what caused the big pain in the ass.
I'll do Chevelle after. I'll do Chevelle for their next story here.
Okay.
Dennis says, "Looking good, Cam, aka Camarino."
Yeah. He almost got it.
Did I mess that up?
He just yells it really loud.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to blow out the mics. Yeah, we'll do Chevelle, and then we'll wrap up with the Kiss story. I hate Sharon Osbourne so much. I don't even want to talk about her. If I did, it would just be an audible screaming at the top of my lungs about how much I just don't like her as a person.
Yeah, that's fair. I get that.
She's trudging out Ozzy's corpse to make a buck, every 3 or 4 years as long as he's capable. So, I mean, that's kind of how I feel about that. Well, we haven't had a new Kiss album in almost a decade.
I'm good with that. I mean, I really don't need a new Kiss album. I mean, you want to tour all you want. It's fine with me.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fun live. I mean, they're a great live band, but I don't need new Kiss.
Did you listen to Monster, the album?
No.
The last one?
Not that I remember.
So it came out in 2012. It only sold 56,000 copies in the United States the first week of release. That is a low amount.
Ooh, that's rough.
Sonic Boom sold, with one previous to that, which came out in 2009, sold 108,000 copies. So, and that was Kiss's highest charting LP ever. That's a weird
Really?
fact. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, right, yeah. Billboard 200 chart, the band's previous LP, Sonic Boom, opened up with 108,000 unit copies in 2009 to enter the chart at number 2. It was Kiss's highest charting LP ever. So they've never been a number 1 band.
No, that doesn't surprise me. That, yeah.
They are devastatingly ugly without them.
Yeah.
I mean, they are a touring band. I mean, that's how they made their money. And it's like, they've got hits and they obviously got songs but they were never a big top 40 band.
Yeah. Gibby says, and you won't get a new Kiss album. A farewell tour needs to happen. It's supposed to start in June, man.
Dude, they've been on a farewell tour for 20 plus years.
I
mean, they really have.
They only have 120 shows left, as you know, and it begins in June in Belgium.
I'm holding with my theory. Just because this is them retiring the makeup, they come back for one tour without the makeup because there's still money on the table. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, thanks for hanging out this morning. You can always get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Listen live. Check us out on your in-home smart speaker, your app, which you can download for free, and rock1061.com. Right now, story number 2, Marshall's Music News.
So in a recent interview, the vocalist for Chevelle, Pete, has pretty much let the cat out of the bag. They have not made a single penny off any album they've ever done.
How is this possible?
He said, contracts are a bitch, and we signed some raw ones, and we need to start trying to make some money off our catalog, which is 10 albums deep, plus all the side stuff. We haven't made any money off record sales, album sales. It's all gone to the major labels. Those labels, Epic Records, have made $50 million from the sale of Chevelle's albums. It's pretty lopsided, don't you think?
Oh, no, I agree with that 100%. How have they made their money then? I'm guessing it was, here's what they're getting paid from the record label, maybe?
I'm guessing they probably, they get some sort of advance from the record label. They probably get money from touring, merchandise sales. They probably get the majority of that, but still, it is not very good when you haven't made a single dime from any of the musical works you've done, because that is your bread and butter. That is your work as a human. So, yeah, that kind of sucks to hear for the guys from Chevelle, but the good news is their latest album, which came out March 5th, entitled Neuratis, or whatever the hell it's called. I still have no idea to this day. Anyway, that is their last album of their contract. So they are free agents. They are going to probably go, I'm guessing, independent at this point because they've been so royally burned by record labels in the past.
I mean, I don't blame him. I think this day and age, and especially with a band that has built their name over the past decade and more, I think going independent probably not a bad idea, because I don't know if you really need to release albums anymore. I think you can release songs. I mean, you can constantly stay on the top of mind if you're just releasing singles, every month, every couple months. I don't know. Do you need an album anymore?
So you don't think they should go the way of the Smashing Pumpkins and put out a 80-song epic all at once?
You know what?
Which is what they're working on.
That's a choice. Once again, a choice you couldn't make as a new band. So you've been around long enough. You can go, all right, we're gonna dial it back and not release an album, or you can go the Billy Corgan route and just like, we're releasing all the albums right now.
Well, there you go. That is Marshall's music news.
One more story coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, story number 2 right there. One more story. We're going to go with Kiss. I was going to talk about Sharon Osbourne, but my hatred for her burns so bright. I'm going to go ahead and just let her story die where it should.
Gibby, I got your For Whom the Bell Tolls coming up after the commercials here. So there you go.
And Wanda, you
done
said you did see Gibby join in. Gibby goes, Killdozer time. Oh, he burned down a building. Let's see. It always wins. The matching tie and jacket are special. They absolutely are. Sorry, I'll go back to the 3-cam on that. Cam's matching tie and jacket. Outstanding stuff. And you wear that every single Sunday when it comes to Steelers games.
Yeah, whenever
right?
the Steelers play.
What do you think of the Steelers offseason so far?
Yeah.
Juju Smith-Schuster is not going to be a Steeler, right?
I don't think so, but I'm okay with that. I'll take Claypool any day.
Oh, Claypool has been a revelation.
Right?
Well, what a sigh of relief when he jammed in 4 touchdowns like that Week 6 matchup.
Right?
I
don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the rumors said Juju was going to go to the Giants, which makes a lot of sense because they don't have any receivers outside of Sterling Shepard.
I also heard he was talking to the Jets as well.
I mean, if Jets bring in Zach Wilson with that number 2 pick, and they already have, I think they picked up, what was the receiver? Corey Davis? Is that who the Jets signed? Possibly. Anyway, I think the Jets may be better than most people think. Oh, sign this real quick. Sign the wall.
Yeah, sign the wall, and then we'll have to get Stacy. Get a picture.
Wanda goes, morning, Gibby. Busy morning here at the hospital. They are pulling one of my kiddos' chest tubes. Oh, that sounds interesting.
Hope it goes well.
Wow. I'm filling out my bracket.
For work?
There's only 2 people who've filled out their brackets.
For work?
Yeah. Aaron, Mike, and now me.
How much is it?
$20.
Yeah.
Bracket is incomplete. Yeah, I know.
Has anybody talked to Leaf since beer?
No, I have not talked to Leaf since
I have
then.
not. I have not.
He fell into my shower that night, and I have not spoken to Leaf Johnson. You're not going to believe it. Since then, I'm sure he's doing fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's still alive. I haven't heard that he died, so I'm sure he's fine. So we have obviously Tales from the Bar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you still good for hanging around to the one more story, and then we'll record
sure.
Cool. Awesome. We need that to happen because we need one for Wednesday. So anyone watching the live stream every Wednesday, we have a Tales from the Bar segment where we have members of the hospitality industry and the Low Country Coastal Empire come in and tell their wildest stories. Cam will drop one on us. I'm sure we'll play that on Wednesday. So get a double dose of Cam here in the next few days. You're like, what can I say that won't get me arrested?
You see some crazy stuff in the
Dude,
F&B biz.
I can't even imagine.
What story are you going to tell? It's not about the recent fire, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, some dude. Well, then let's bring it up. Someone set a fire inside the Savannah Taphouse in his linen bin.
Yeah, outside in the linen bin.
Yeah.
And it just started. He put a piece of cardboard in it, lit it, started smoking a cigarette, and talked crap to the security camera and just watched it burn.
Wow.
Nuts.
Ballsy.
And it was sitting outside, like back or front?
Yeah, out back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was just going through the alleyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very ballsy.
Yeah. It's like the Joker. He just wanted to see the world burn.
I think I got the video on the phone. I'll let you watch it. Watch it go down, man. It's,
I want to see
weird.
that.
I just saw somewhere where a manager got stabbed in Texas for making somebody try to wear a mask.
I saw that.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
what?
Jesus Christ.
It's a scary world out there.
I saw another. There was
Texas.
I want to say there was a bar, or I want to say it was in Texas, that they were going to start charging people $50 extra on their tab if they refused to wear a mask.
It's easy, man. I got masks everywhere. I got a mask. I got like my car mask.
Right.
I got one in my bag that I carry around as always, and I got like 2 at the house just in case. I got a mask everywhere.
All right, so we're getting into the song. So we got about almost 5 minutes.
Oh shoot! Let's go ahead and
we got
answer
plenty
the
of time.
internet. We got some time. Cotter, this one's for you.
Okay.
What movie most recently made you cry? Cotter's a big time cry guy now.
I don't know.
You hit the age of 45. Did you cry during WandaVision?
No, there's no crying during WandaVision. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there has been something, but usually with me anymore, it's commercials that. Listen up.
Tide Pods?
Commercials that involve the child when they start the child out as a young kid, and then you see the whole story of them getting older and then going off to college. So as I've gotten older and my youngest kid is going to college next year, so both my kids will be in college. So that kind of stuff wrecks me. I can't handle that.
Oh man.
And my wife gives me so much crap because she's got no heart.
Right.
Stuff like that does not affect her. And me, I'm like over here like, and she's like, seriously,
this is hit me, babe.
Allergies, right?
What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams, the movie where his wife commits suicide and then he does, and he goes in and tries to get her. That makes me cry.
Yeah, I get that. It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
It's a great film.
It is.
Robin Williams, kind of calling his own shot right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. What movie most recently made
I'm
you
trying
cry?
to think. I don't know. I'm sure there's been something.
It's not most recently, but man, Rudy. Every time he comes out of that tunnel, man.
Rudy.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Hit me. Oh, I get it. All right, so for the weekend, sounds like all of us are just going to watch comic book stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're going to watch basketball.
Yeah.
So our goal is at least 20 minutes a day, go outside and look at the sun.
You do it from a window.
Gibby goes, love that movie. A great performance from everyone. Wait, which movie? Rudy or What Dreams May Come? Or Cotter's favorite commercial?
Telling you, man. It gets me every time. Every time. There was a movie recently. I can't remember what it was because I remember trying to hide it from Dana because I knew she would just make fun of me. So I'm sitting there doing this.
Yeah, What Dreams May Come is a great movie.
I'm sitting there like,
I'm so tired.
Oh, I can't. Oh, so tired.
The waterfall's coming down your face.
Because I knew she would just give me crap, so I'm trying to hide it from her. Because it was recently. I can't think of what it is, though.
Well, it really hit you.
Yeah, I know,
really
right?
hit you in the cry bone. All right, let's do.
You got 2 minutes.
Let's do one more, and then we'll call it for Answer the Internet for the day. All right, I can't ask.
Yeah, I want to know the ones you can't ask.
Well, once we're done with the show today, I'll ask you a couple. Okay, this is good. If you could have one fictional dog as your pet, who would it be?
Oh,
fictional dog.
Ooh.
There's Snoopy, Underdog, Scooby-Doo, Dog. Sure, there's a robot dog out there.
Do I go Brian off a Family Guy and we just go drink?
Oh, that's true. That's good. That's a good answer. Good answer.
That's a really good call. I'm thinking. As I get older, I think this dog would come in handy if I fall down a well. I'm going Lassie. Because you know what? Or if I'm just drunk and get lost. Where's Connor? Lassie! Find Connor! Find Connor, Lassie!
I think I actually already own a dog that's very much like Snoopy, who just sleeps all day. my dog Loki. So I'll just go with Snoopy. Chill as F.
That's fair.
Doesn't give an F. That's my style of dog.
That's fair. All right, we got about 50 seconds heading into the last break of the day, of the week. 3 weeks in. We haven't overslept yet.
Okay. Don't read this out loud. Just
I got
read
you.
it.
Yep.
It's the Vin Diesel one.
Okay, yeah.
Ow,
All right, guys,
man.
we'll be right back. All right, thanks to everybody who is checking out the stream today. Don't forget to check us out each and every day, Monday through Friday, starting at 6 o'clock. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Before we get out the door, though, we got one more story to go with Marshall's Music News.
Guys, what if I told you that Kiss has a brand new album coming to you very, very soon?
I wouldn't care. No offense. Don't
You're-
care. I
not-
don't need new Kiss.
At all?
Play rock and roll all night. Gimme Beth, Love Gun, Detroit Rock City, Cold Gin, all of those, but I don't need anything new.
Well, don't worry. No new album
Oh,
will be
thank
coming
God.
out.
Okay, good.
Paul Stanley said that he doesn't really see a reason for Kiss to produce
No.
any new music before finally calling it quits at the end of their farewell tour. Now, once again, like I talked about earlier this week, in June, they are going to resume their final world tour over in Belgium. They make their way back to the States in August, and they have a ton of tour dates after that. I think they have 120 shows lined up before they finally,
I'm never
quote
gonna
unquote,
retire, man. I
Call it-
don't buy it. I
call
still
it
don't
quits.
buy it.
They say they have to retire because the costumes are getting too heavy. But whatever. So the last time the band released an album was actually 2012. It was Monster, which only sold 56,000 copies in its first week of release, putting them at the position number 3 on the Billboard 200 chart. Now, the album before that was their only. Actually was their highest charting LP ever. It came in at number 2, was selling 108,000 copies. So that means Kiss has never been a number 1 selling album band ever, which is that's the most mind-boggling thing to me because they were the biggest band on the planet. You're telling me they never had an album go number 1? That's the case here.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, they're a touring force. They always have been. They always will be because they will never retire. But no, I'm not too shocked by that. They're not. I mean, they're not a top 40 band. You know, it's just not what they are. I get that.
Definitely not. Well, don't you worry. They are never going to be putting out new music, according to those guys. They just don't see the need.
All right. Before we get out of here, a few things to cover. Big Money Monday is coming up on Monday. So anytime throughout the weekend, starting now, text us 800-394-1061. Your name and a number 1 through 9. We're going to select one person on Monday. We'll spin the bingo machine. If it comes up with your number, you get the $50 gift card. We had a winner this week.
Yeah.
We did. It was awesome.
Week number 2. That was fantastic. Also, the drunk line is still open. It's always open because we know we're always drinking. So if you get drunk this weekend, give us a call. Tell us a story. I don't care what it is. Just hit us up.
Yeah, tell us your ideas. Tell us what you think of the show. Tell us about an invention that you've been thinking about. It's been percolating in the back of your brain. Just remember, we own it if you tell us.
I was going to say, you keep bringing that up. You really want somebody to drop a good idea.
I really, I just want to be an invention guy, I think, one day. After the show, I'm just going to be the guy in the garage, like, creating stuff.
All right, so Drunk Line is open all weekend long. Big Money Monday. You can text and call the same number, 800-394-1061. Once again, thanks to Cam.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by, man.
Yep.
All right, guys, have a great weekend. We're back Monday. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Here's Eric Andre. All right.
That's very funny. Gibby goes, a blinking red light for the phone calls.
Yes.
Yay for Chucks, man. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out today. Of course, Cam on Cam 3. Thanks for hanging out today with us for Beer for Breakfast.
Fun.
He's just sticking around because he's going to do Tales from the Bar for us, so we can air back that this coming Wednesday. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend.
See you guys.
Anything going on this weekend? March Madness.
March Madness and
fill out your
comic book
brackets.
entertainment.
Oh, yeah. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah, you've got what?
And
You got
Justice League.
2 hours for Cotter and Marshall Madness. 2 hours. If you haven't signed up, do it.
Yeah, win an Xbox Series X bundle. If not,
Nice.
if you don't want to do that, you're dead to us. Mostly dead to us. All right, you guys have a great weekend.